yeah, we don't have those that have come through yet. I'm really surprised about that, actually. I thought we would have had a video showing us the new layout, but we haven't had anything yet. Normally, WWE would put a video out like a good few hours before, create a bit of buzz, maybe have like someone showing it off. Maybe it would have been Triple H before. Obviously, Triple H isn't there because of his cardiac arrest incident. So there's no Triple H, but William Regal could do it. Shawn Michaels could do it. Vince could do it. I don't care. I want someone to show me the new arena. So there's lots to talk about. I hope you like the new, very colourful, like kind of layout that we've got here. It does look like a unicorn has kind of thrown up on screen, and I'm all for that. I'm a big fan of that look. So yeah, we've got a new look here, fresh. I'm loving it. I love a bit of colour, me. I'm all about a little bit of colour. So yeah, I'm really excited. We've had to go with the picture, the drawing in the background, because we don't have an actual image yet of the new NXT, but when they come through, if you see them, feel free to let me know. I really do want to get a video done of the new layouts, because obviously people are waiting. This is like something that's of massive interest to people all over the world, people at work, people at school, and everyone that's waiting for the show to begin, waiting to check out the new NXT. So, yeah, if you do see any of those pictures, let me know. I'm keeping an eye out for them myself. As I said, loads to go through. Big shout out to Austin. Big shout out to LSW and the Wrestling God. When does NXT 2.0 start? Starts in 1 hour and 29 minutes. I was thinking about having a little nap in between the football streams and this NXT stream. But to be honest, I just quickly had to make this background and get this set up because I hadn't done that yet. So I had to like set these things up. So it became quite apparent to me that that wasn't happening. So I was just kind of sat here and I was like, do you know what? There's so much to talk about. There really is quite a bit of news out there that we might as well just start. So yeah, we might as well just start. So yeah, I just want to tweak this because it's bothering me. I just want to make this kind of fit the frame a little better. There we go. Just a little difference, but you know, those little things, they really do add up. So yeah, we've got quite a bit to talk about. That's better. That's nice, isn't it? Looks a bit sharper now. It's even better. Look at that. It's just got even better. If you are late to this stream, you're seeing it at its absolute best right now. So NXT 2.0, that is very much what it's going to be called. That's the name apparently they're running with. I don't know that it's going to be like printed anywhere, like the logo at the bottom doesn't say it, the logo behind doesn't say it. It's not like this is going to be written on things, but apparently it's going to constantly be referred to as NXT 2.0. NXT 2.0, welcome to NXT 2.0. You're going to hear that a lot. So apparently they really do want to make you know this is a brand new NXT. So NXT 2.0, no more mention as well of the Capitol Wrestling Center. It's gone. Forget it. There is no Capitol Wrestling Center. It's no more a thing. And it is now just going to be called the home of NXT. Apparently it's going to be referred to as the home of NXT. So there is no more Capitol Wrestling Center. There is no more CWC. It is still the same place. It is still the same building. But it's now just going to be called the home of NXT. So I don't mind that. I don't mind the home of NXT. I don't mind that as a name. It's definitely worse names you could call it. And to be honest, like, if you don't watch NXT, Capitol Wrestling Center, it does make it sound like it belongs to Capitol Wrestling. So I can understand the confusion. It's kind of cool for those of us that know the history. Obviously, that was what WWF was called before it was called WWF, and then it became WWF, and then it became WWE. So it's kind of gone through a few name changes, but Capitol Wrestling was what it was known originally. So the Capitol Wrestling Center, it's kind of a lovely callback to how WWE first began. And yeah, it's not going to be known that anymore anyway. But I can understand that change. I could imagine casuals like getting a bit confused as to I wanted to watch NXT, what's Capital Wrestling. I can see why you would change it. But yeah, the home of NXT, I don't mind that. They could have gone with something awful. The Mega Bowl or something like this. So the home of NXT, it's not too bad. So no more Capital Wrestling Center. They're going to refer to it as NXT 2.0. And lots of talk, of course, about a lot of unease backstage. So, imagine that you're having a shower and then James Chadwick walks into the room whilst you're in the shower and he starts taking pictures of you. That kind of unease. There's that sort of unease backstage at NXT right now, which I think we can all relate to. So, yeah, there's obviously, people are not sure about what the future's going to hold. One of the matches that's already been axed is Franky Monet versus Raquel Gonzalez, and no one seems to know why. That was going to be for the Women's Championship, and it's not happening now. It's not a thing anymore in our lives. Forget about it. We never mentioned it. So, yeah, the Franky Monet Raquel Gonzalez match is done. It's not happening anymore. Anna says, can we get Raw 2.0, please? Yes, please. Sign me up for that. Welcome to NXT 2.05 Live. Days, are you looking forward to the Index wedding? It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to everything. The thing that I'm most looking forward to is seeing this arena, this new space with fans in attendance. That's what I want to see. I want to know how that's going to come across. I spoke about it yesterday, and I was saying, like, for me, the NXT crowd has always been a massive, massive part of NXT. So I really feel like they're missing, and they've been put behind plexiglass. They've been put behind chain link fence, and you just don't see them anymore. You don't really get that connection now. And the fans were a massive part of NXT. And obviously the pandemic has played a massive part in that, in them going away. But we haven't really brought them back. Like, they've come back to make some noise, but you just don't see them. You just can't see the fans. So, yeah, you're going to see them tonight. I mean, if these plans are anything to go by, you'll definitely see the fans tonight. So I'm looking forward to seeing the arena, seeing the atmosphere, kind of experiencing the atmosphere. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, yeah, the Index wedding's going to be fun. The triple fatal four-way for the NXT Championship will be fun. We got a new champion, of course, being crowned tonight. There's a lot of people saying they're going to tune into this that wouldn't normally, because they're quite intrigued by this relaunch. So I think this is going to be a rating success. They're definitely going to draw more people than usual. I'd imagine about 850, 900,000, probably around that ballpark. Don't think we're touching 1 million. But I can see us getting to about 850. I think we got to about 850 before when NXT was unrivaled. Do you remember when they were in that Wednesday night war? But then there was a few weeks where NXT had to move, and then all of a sudden they weren't going up against AEW. I'm sure in some of those weeks they were getting up to about 800,000. And I could see them getting there again. I think there is genuine intrigue. There's a lot of talk, obviously. Everyone knows that Vince is involved. They know there's the new layout. Those vignettes have been running. Those promos have been running on Raw for a few weeks. So, yeah, people will, I think, tune in and want to see what this is all about. But, yeah, I'm just keeping an eye on social media. And, yeah, still waiting to see some of those images from the home of NXT. Rick E245 says, do you think Indy and Dexter's wedding is going to be better than the Lana Bobby wedding? I don't know, to be honest. I mean, I think the thing's rushed. I love it. I do love the relationship. I love the story. I wish it hadn't have been told as quick as what it had. There's so much about that I think's fun. I love how Indy copies Dexter with walking on her fists when she gets into the ring. But as I said, I just kind of feel like this is a story that should have played out over 12 months, and it's kind of been told in 2. And I really do want it to be... I wanted it to be a little bit like longer, and for them to go on some date. Like, could you imagine if they went on some awkward dates first? They had one date, and we got a little vignette thing out of it. But there's so much more that we could have done. So much more we could have done. So I don't know how. I mean, like, they're always using this for laughs. This is kind of the comedy stuff, isn't it? So I think we all know the wedding's not going to go to plan. I'm sure there's going to be something that's going to go wrong. I'd imagine if, like, there's a bit where you have to say I do. I mean, what is Dexter going to do? Hold up a bit of paper that says I do? Because he's not going to be able to say it, is he? So I'd imagine there's going to be, things like that. Someone might interfere. I don't know. Someone might say, normally, the classic, should anyone that wants to oppose, say now. Someone might come down and say something. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't got a read as to how that's going to go. I'm into it. I'm definitely into it. There's definitely been some good comedy that's come out of it. But it's kind of hard to know how it's going to go. I think one thing we can all agree is it's not going to go swimmingly. It's not going to go absolutely perfect. That's it. It's a wedding. And like no drama. I should imagine there'll be plenty of drama. Kevin Dunne is overseeing the production, says Kenny. Yeah, true. I did see this. Yeah, he is backstage. I don't mind. I mean, to be honest, if you go on Twitter or social media, there's so much negativity around tonight. It's stunning. It is stunning. So many people that are just not feeling this, which is absolutely fine if people aren't feeling it. I mean, I don't know if people are feeling hurt that the NXT they know and love has been taken away, and I don't know. I can't quite get a read as to why people are so against it. But for me, NXT, I mean, I'm someone that's been watching NXT since the network came along in the UK. And for me, NXT had gone stale. And I actually welcome the refresh. So I'm looking forward to seeing, what's going to happen. Kevin Dunn's on production, but I'm pretty sure Kevin Dunne, I think he does SmackDown as well, doesn't he? Doesn't he do Raw and SmackDown? Not aware of there being another Kevin Dunne that oversees the production. So he's been overseeing some pretty good SmackDown shows as well, if so. So, yeah, I mean, just because, Kevin Dunne is not the most popular of people and Raw is maybe not the most popular of shows, doesn't mean that tonight's not going to be a success. So, yeah, that doesn't bother me, to be honest. There's definitely things that I don't like that they do. I don't like it when they do, some stupid moment before we go to a commercial break. And then when we come back, it's as if that never happened. Someone rolls out the ring and they bump into Amos, and then they're staring at Amos, and Amos is, getting ready to, punch him in the face. And then we go to commercial break, and when we come back in the ring, Amos is on the outside. Nothing happened. Forget about it. Nothing happened. You kind of he's about to hit him, what's going to happen? And then when you come back, the match is just continuing. And I hate that. That sucks. And I think that's a Kevin Dunne thing. So, I mean, I think there was something that went down on Dynamite where a match finished during commercial. And people were like, they've botched it and all this. I liked it. I didn't mind it. I really think that these should be live shows that we get to watch. I don't think the shows should be kind of tweaked for a TV audience. I think this should be a house show each week that we get to tune into. And if the match finishes when we're at commercial, then so be it. Tough luck. The match was finished when we went to commercial. If this is based on sports, do you know what I mean? You can't. It's a fight. You can't choose when it's going to finish, and it's all very neat, isn't it? Sometimes it's all very too perfect. And I think that if there was some matches that finished during commercial break, well, that would be realistic. That would happen. So I don't mind that so much. So anyway, that's a tangent. That's not really anything to do with NXT tonight, other than Kevin Dunne is there. And we still don't have any pictures. Anna said, Days, I've some happy news. on October 4th, I'm getting married to Austin 316. Many congratulations. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Many congratulations to Anna. I know that they'd been seeing each other on the quiet, and that's great. That is great. I mean, I think they were probably inspired by Indy Hartwell and Dexter Lumis, and how quickly that relationship progressed. So, no, it's brilliant. It's really, really good. You didn't need to send that through as a super chat, but Austin sent me a DM earlier. Showed me a picture of the ring. I know that he was debating about it, but I said to him the other day, I was like, you know, if you like it, then you got to put a ring on it. That's what I said to him. And he was like, wrestling ring. And we had a little giggle. So, and in other news, she says, on October 4th, I'm going to get promoted as well. Oh my, it's all happening in your world. To kitchen supervisor. I will be directly working alongside kitchen manager. Many, many congratulations, Anna. Heel doors. What a big day. Lots going on in Anna's world. And, well, I mean, that's how life goes, isn't it? Sometimes, you know, these things, they're like buses. You don't have any good news, and then loads of good news comes along at the same time. So, absolutely brilliant. So, shout out to Anna. Days, I think Raw has been butty. I don't know what that means. Butty. I've gone with it. After the good stars like Seth and Roman left. Okay. So, yeah. But I think Raw has been butty as well. And I think that what they did with Big E was excellent, though. I'm into that. And honestly, social media just exploded. Like, there was so much excitement for that. Like, it really was absolutely everywhere. So, let's see if they can capitalize. I wanted to see Franky Monet with the Women's Championship, says Mark. Days, have you ever heard of Papa John pizza place? We do have that here, actually, but I've never been. I have no idea where they are. But I do see them and like around. But certainly they weren't around when I was growing up. There wasn't one in like Stourbridge. There wasn't one. We had like Domino's, but we didn't have pizza. I mean, in fact, I'm trying to think where we had Romano's. You know, we had It was like a fake Domino's. That's what we had in Stourbridge. It's good though, cheap, and good. October 4th is going to be a busy day for me then. Promotion and getting married. Well, hey, any excuse to get drunk, dude. You'll need to get drunk. You'll definitely need to get drunk on October 4th. So, no, that's brilliant. Many congratulations. But yeah, Papa John's, anyway, going back to that conversation, we didn't have any around. But I do spot them as I go about. Whenever I rarely do leave. Whenever I'm not streaming, which is like the odd half an hour here or there, then I do see Papa John's around. But I've never been to one. I have no idea if their pizzas are good or bad or whatever. Still keeping an eye out for those images, and they haven't come through yet. Please read here to say enjoy NXT, and I'll see you on Friday. See you on Friday, Edwards. Have fun doing whatever you're doing. Chronic Effect says, Days, I wrote you, but you still ain't calling. I left my cell, my pager, my home phone at the bottom. I sent 2 letters back in autumn. You must have missed them, not got them. We've gone full on Stan there, have we, Chronic Effect? Shout out to you. That's a great track that was, wasn't it? I miss that Eminem. Like, Eminem for me just hasn't been the same for a long time. So, yeah, I miss that kind of era of Eminem. This is going to be so good, says Stephen. There's a lot of excitement, yes, a lot of excitement. Days, their pizzas are absolutely, with utmost respect for pizzas, flipping amazing. Wow, okay. I will have to make it a life goal to try and search out a Papa John's. Wrestle with Andy said, I'm loving the background. NXT is more fun already. It's certainly brighter. isn't it? I mean, I must admit, I made the graphic on my phone, and when I popped it in to the stream, I was like, getting like Finding Nemo vibes. I think it's because there's quite a strong orange and white, kind of just between my box. Let's not talk about my box, but my box and the chat box. There's a strong orange and white. So I was getting Finding Nemo vibe. I was sitting here going, there he is. Found him. So, yeah, I agree. It's quite bright, quite colourful. But I'm not against the new logo, to be honest. I'm not against the new logo. I'm you know me, guys. I'm Dr. Positive. Dr. Positive, that's what I am. So I'm here to give things. I'm going to give it a chance. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give it a chance. What I also want to do is I want to just quickly read down my notes because I spend a long time preparing these and it'd be a shame to not read them. So NXT 2.0, that's what NXT is going to be referred to as, but I'm not expecting to see it actually written anywhere. I'm not expecting the logo to be changed or anything to 2.0, but NXT 2.0 is what the commentators are going to call it. No more Capital Wrestling Center, no more CWC, same space, but it just won't be called that. Lots of unease backstage. Kevin Dunne is backstage. Make of that what you will. Kevin Dunne's backstage and there's lots of unease. So, can't be a coincidence. Pete Dunne has signed a new long-term deal. So, yeah, Pete Dunne is going to be sticking around. Apparently 3 years. I think was it PW Insider reporting that Pete Dunne is around for. So, Pete Dunne's sticking around for 3 more years. So, a lot of people saying, well, that means he's going to win the title tonight. Maybe. I mean, if he's around for 3 years, we don't have to put the belt on him tonight. So I don't know that does mean he's winning the belt tonight. But what it does mean is that they've definitely got plans for him and they want to keep him around. So Pete Dunne signing a long-term deal. No Monet versus Gonzalez. Forget it. Right? It's gone. No one knows why. The script apparently has been rewritten several times tonight. That has also caused a bit of concern to people. People wanting this to be nothing like Raw. Horrified at the fact that they're hearing the script has been rewritten. Because that does remind us very much of Raw. Because that's obviously something that we hear happening just before Raw begins. That the script has been rewritten 20 odd times or whatever. And unfortunately, it seems like that's happened to NXT tonight as well. And then we've got the lineup. So we've got Pete Dunne versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Tommaso Ciampa versus LA Knight. Winner is the new NXT champion. Of course, everyone I'm sure has heard Samoa Joe has had to relinquish the NXT championship because he wants to go to Anna and Austin's wedding. We've got B-Fab making her in-ring debut. And if you sat there going, who the flip is B-Fab? Then you are clearly not a fan of Hit Row, Hit Row, Hit Row. It's Lady Row that's going to be making her in-ring debut. We've also got Casey Catanzaro and Caden Carter taking on Gigi Doolin and JC Jane. So we've got a women's tag match. We've got the Index Wedding, which is the real main event, I'm sure we can all agree. Ridge Holland is in action. And then finally, we've got the Creed brothers. I actually read the other day that they are apparently super high on the Creed brothers. Apparently one of them, it might be Julius Creed, they really think is going to be a big deal. They really think is going to go on to big things. Now, they did obviously say this about quite a few people before. Brandon Vink got that mentioned before, that they thought he was going to be a big deal. He's obviously still around as Duke Hudson now. And I could see him going on to, do some things. So they were high on Brandon Vink, like about a year, 16 months ago, something like that, year and a half ago. They were high on Cal Bloom, who I believe has changed his name as well. But now we're hearing about the Creed brothers. So second week in a row, we're going to be seeing the Creed brothers. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. They had a good match last week, so I'm not down on the Creed brothers. I'm quite into them actually. They're part of Diamond Mine, so we've got that tonight as well. Lady Row. Is she fighting Elektra Lopez? It didn't say. It just said that she's making her in-ring debut. Elektra Lopez would make sense, but they might want to just wait a little bit. They might want to just wait and like build towards that. But it could be. I mean, it's a big show tonight, so. Watch out, Belfast. These colours are an eyesore. I hope they change them, says Tim. Yes, watch out, Northern Ireland. I have no idea what's happening in the chat right now. Patrick is lock up your ladies. I don't know what's going on. I think Patrick and Miss Clown have had a drink. I think that's what's happening. I think the bromance is in full swing. The Cemetery said, I think they can pull together and make a really good show tonight. I agree. I totally agree. Austin says, no one told me. Ha ha. Yeah, it's true. News did come through that the clown that was ordered for the entertainment for the wedding has had to cancel. And Austin just finding that out in the chat right now. So if you have got an invite to the wedding, the clown unfortunately won't be able to attend. Yeah, there's still going to be a lovely spread. It's still going to be a lovely buffet. Harley says, imagine the New Day versus the Bloodline at Survivor Series. Shout out to Days to Cool Videos. Jareem, shout out to you. Pete Dunne has signed a 3-year extension with WWE, says Olga Barra. Shout out to you, Olga. Tree Trunker said, that's a pretty stacked card. Matthew said, is it just me that finds it strange that Samoa Joe gave up the title just before NXT 2.0 starts? I mean, the timing is suspicious, but I can also believe that he is injured. So I could believe both, but there's not really any evidence to suggest that he's not injured. So, I don't know. I'm just going to believe he is. But if it turns out he isn't, then... I mean, I really like Samoa Joe. I am a Samoa Joe fan, but I think it does make sense really for them to do something this big for this first show. And I also think that he was out for quite a while with an injury. Obviously, he was sat on commentary for a long time, and he got let go out of the main roster. And I was very surprised when he ended up going to NXT. But yeah, you know, could be. But there's nothing concrete to say that that it's all a lie and that he's not actually injured. Still waiting. I'm massively distracted because I'm still waiting for these pictures to come through, and there is nothing. There are no pictures. How have we got an hour before the show and no images of the arena have leaked? How has no, like, WWE leaked more than a sieve? Like, how have they managed to keep all of this on lockdown? So, I mean, it will come through soon because obviously the fans are going to have to go in. So they'll obviously take pictures and chuck them up online. But, yeah, I mean, nothing yet. Mac Davis says, exciting night. Who do you want to win the title? Who do I want to win the title? I want Tommaso Ciampa. I don't really like Pete Dunne's current gimmick. I like Pete Dunne. I like the bruiserweight, like he's really cool. But I don't like his current gimmick. So yeah, I wouldn't go that way. He's probably favourite. I understand he signed the contract extension, and a lot of people think, well, that means he's going to win, and it could mean that. But yeah, I just don't like the clothes and everything that he's wearing now. I like the bruiserweight. I like the bruiserweight that doesn't care. Do you know what I mean? That comes down to the ring and like snarls at people, and do you know what I mean? Just isn't impressed with people. Like that doesn't really fit with a Pete Dunne that's wearing sharp clothes and trying to look impressive. And I don't know. It's a complete 180 of what I expect from Pete Dunne. So I don't really like this current character that they've got for him. So that's my problem with Pete Dunne. It's not hitting the same as when he was in NXT UK. LA Knight, not the biggest LA Knight fan. I think LA Knight might be the person that a lot of people want to see win, but I ain't really got anything against him. I've just never seen a great match from him. I've never seen a great match. There could have been loads in Impact, but I didn't watch Impact. So, and obviously he's not been in NXT all that long. I watched him in NWA when he was Eli Drake still. And there wasn't really any matches there that grabbed me. When I was watching him in NWA, I mean, he can talk, but he never really says anything. He talks with confidence. He is someone that is always going to, give you a solid segment, but I don't think he's someone that's going to give you an outstanding segment. He's not someone that's going to blow your mind, or certainly not mine. Has he potential to do it? Yeah, he's got potential to do it, but I kind of feel like I've watched him in NWA Power and NWA. I've watched him in his little feud with Cameron Grimes. I've never seen anything that's made me go, yeah, I really want this guy to be NXT champion. So I'm not really feeling that one. But I get a lot of people like him and got respect for him. I think probably from Impact. I think if I watched Impact, I would have seen what everyone else sees, but I didn't watch Impact, so I've not seen it. So yeah, I'm not really feeling that way. And then Kyle O'Reilly, again, just can't promo to save his life. A really good wrestler, and got the likability factor. I think there'll be a lot of people rooting for him, but it's not good enough promo-wise for me. Not good enough promo-wise. He's not someone that is going to get me to tune into NXT and I'm going to be really excited about seeing. So that just leaves Tommaso. And Tommaso can promo. He's had amazing matches. We've seen him have 5-star matches with Johnny Gargano. Obviously, when he had the title, he was calling it Goldie, and that kind of was cool. It's also a nice connection back to the NXT we just had. He's legit. He's someone that I would be interested in watching and go on a journey with the title, seeing who he defends it against. Yeah, I'm down. I mean, I'm down for seeing Tommaso. I think there's lots of matches for Tommaso. He's always going to give you a great match. And great promos. His segments are always really interesting. He's super intense. Yeah, I'd go with Tommaso. That would be my pick. But I know that a lot of people want LA Knight, and I know that a lot of people are saying it's going to be Pete Dunne after what's happened earlier today with the announcement of his contract extension. Let's go down. I want Ciampa to win as well, but I think Pete Dunne is going to win, says Brony. There are pictures of the arena on Twitter, says Jacob. Jacob, I'm on Twitter right now. I do not see these images. Jacob, do not lie to me. Do not lie to me, Jacob. Do not lie to me, because I am not seeing them, Jacob. If you've got them, send them. Tag me in them. I can't see them. I'm looking. There's one here from Chronic Effector sent one through. So this is our first look at the arena. It's not quite what I was expecting, to be honest. But there it is. There's our first look at the new home of NXT. Quite a surprise. But it's obviously got crash mats, some sort of climbing frame. And yeah, that's quite the image right there. Looks, I mean, I think it says like Chuck E. Cheese or something in the background. So there is one of our first images of NXT. There's a good little, there's a tunnel at the top that I think you climb through. So, yeah, that's pretty wild. Some tables as well. I think maybe that's where the audience sit, just in the corner there. So, yeah, looks pretty wild. Oh, we do. Anna's got some. Anna has got some. Anna is bringing what I like to call an exclusive. Anna's a legend. Anna is what I like to call an angel. Austin's angel is very much what I like to call Anna. Right, let's go down here. The images are pouring through right now. By pouring through, I mean Anna's literally the only person that sent me any. There we go. We've got this as well. It's not really NXT in its full glory, I must admit. Here we Here we go. Let's go to... Ooh, where are they? Saved pictures. Boom. Looks, I mean, look, let's not judge it straight away because this is dark. Yeah, this is clearly not with the lights and everything, but I don't mind it. Little bit far away from the ring, maybe. Maybe I'd question how far, like, doesn't feel as tight as I was hoping. So, yeah, we've got that image, and we've got another image here. You can thank Anna for these, guys. There is the entranceway looks all right, but it does. My first reaction is those seats feel quite far from the ring. Like, I'm looking at those seats, and I'm like, could we not have put another row in? Could we not have gone, like, with another row at all? Like, I sort of feel like this doesn't quite reach the level of those pictures that I was seeing. That looks like a lot of open space. It does look like a lot of open space. That is confirmed. I don't think these pictures are really doing it justice, though. To be honest, I think these pictures. I don't know. It's difficult. It's really difficult. It's really difficult because I'm kind of torn. I mean, these are pictures of it, but they're not really the pictures I'm waiting to see it in its glory. Do you know what I mean? As people make their way in, get to their seats. These are the first images of it, but it looks trash, but thanks to Anna. Oh yeah, thanks to Anna, definitely. I wouldn't have seen these. Just like anything else, we're gonna have to wait and see. Yes. Oh yeah, definitely. I'm not down on it. It's just my first reaction is it's a little bit far away from the ring. I was expecting it to be a little closer than that. But yeah, it doesn't look like it's quite what we're after. Someone definitely is jumping the ring eventually, says Alex. 7 rows of a crowd. Maybe they'll fit in 500 people. That's all Full Sail held. Oh yeah, I don't think that is from a crowd point of view. I don't think this is going to be too dissimilar to Full Sail. But I don't mind that entranceway either. Actually, I kind of like the entranceway. It's a little bit more low key, but then this is a bit more of a low key thing. I don't like the empty space. Yeah, I kind of feel like it's all right having some mats around ringside, but then you've actually got like a bit of blue, like where we've got the floor because the seats don't quite make it far enough. It's going to be fine, guys. It's going to be fine. This is just... Do you know what I mean? The lights aren't on, and I'm sure it's going to look super amazing. When that, in fairness, when it's full of people, and the lights are on, and you've got the logo doing whatever the logo is going to do, yeah, then, you know, it's going to be alive, isn't it? Ooh, we got video! We got video! Video games. Video's coming out now. Sonia, Mandy, Dakota, Stan. We've got someone zooming around, and to be honest, it doesn't look much different to the images that I just showed you. So, I mean, what I could try and do is do window capture. Let's see if this works. There. It did. So, there you can see. Shout out to everyone that's tagged me in this, by the way. But there is the video of a good look at it. So, yeah, it's not... I mean, I must admit, I do look at that and think, oh, I would like to go there. That's a big empty space, though. Have you seen that empty space? Anna, look. Sending me. It looks like Center Stage, a far cry from last week's NXT. It looks like Center Stage, a far cry from last week's. I don't even. What does that mean? It looks like Center Stage, far cry from last week's NXT. I don't mind. Can I be honest? And I think it's right that I am. I don't mind the fact that it feels smaller. Because I think this is meant to feel smaller. This is developmental. Do you know, when I actually went to see NXT in Tampa at a house show, the fact that it had this like really small entranceway and the people came out, it just felt like really personal. I had this like really, I loved being there. Like you sat there like on benches, and it just felt small, intimate, different to the main roster. I liked it. I really enjoyed going to an NXT house show. But when you go to a house show for NXT, it's not a grand stage or anything. It's just, little doorway, little entranceway, curtain that they walk out of. Obviously, they've got entrance music, whatever, but there's no screens or anything like this. And I really like that feel. And I think part of the charm of Full Sail was that it had that kind of feel as well. The stage was obviously bigger, though, than what we're seeing there. But I think at Full Sail, they might have sat on benches. And the way that it was kind of felt like you was going to a bit of a house show, to like a very small arena. This one kind of feels like a show that's going to take place in like a sports hall. It kind of feels very similar to what you would expect if you went to an NXT house show. I think what you're going to get from NXT now is you're going to get colour, you're going to get life, you're going to get like all of that, but I think you're going to have that kind of unique feeling. It's not going to feel like an arena of people. It's not going to feel like it's trying to be that. It's not trying to be that anymore. It's trying to be developmental. It's trying to be smaller in its scale, and it's trying to get over the superstars. Like, the superstars are the show, not the entranceway or, the chain link fence or, all this kind of stuff. It's the stars of NXT that are going to shine now. So I must admit, I can understand why people are looking at this going, oh, this is a step backwards, this is smaller, I don't like this, blah, 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 blah. I look at it and go, this is what wrestling is. If you're a wrestling fan, this is where wrestling lives. It lives in sports halls. It lives in these kind of spaces. Like when I went to Tampa, I watched NXT in a sports hall in Tampa. And that's like, it was about 300 people there, maybe not even that. So like to see this kind of represented here, I kind of like it. Matthew, shout out to you. Let's have a look. What else we got? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure about that bit. I'm not sure about how much, like, I don't know if you can see. All right, let's have a look. Oh, God, I've got so many people have sent it. I appreciate it. Like, this bit there, so it goes around. That bit, like, I feel like there's a lot of people that are missing there. That's obviously where the hard cam's going to be. And then you're going to have that big NXT sign behind. But, yeah, that's a lot of people that are going to be missing from that bit. I mean, I don't know. Do they need all that space? It does look like there's more light in there. Looks like it's got a decent lighting rig in the entranceway. Yeah, I'm not down on it. We'll see. We'll see when it's in all of its glory. Days, do you think they'll go back to Full Sail? No, I don't think so. I don't think they've even got a contract with Full Sail anymore, to be honest. What I want to do is I just want to chuck up a quick. Might as well just chuck up a quick video. The stuff that's coming out. Don't know whether to do it now. I'll do it in a bit. Actually, I don't know whether to do it when the show starts. Might do it when the show starts. I might do it when the show starts. Might be better, mightn't it, with all the lights and everything. I mean, you could probably chuck that one up now, but I don't think it's really doing it justice. I'll wait. What I am going to do is retweet this and just say, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Let's retweet it. Love this. Feels like a sports hall gymnasium, which is exactly where NXT should be. This is developmental. Days, it's coming home. It's coming home. I know many people are going to disagree, and people will want it to feel big and feel like NXT of old and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I can't tell you one of my favorite memories enough. Like, one of my favorite memories when I went to America in 2018 was going to that house show, and I remember sitting there and seeing the Everton fan. You know, the guy that has the Everton shirt. I remember sitting there and I was like, oh, I keep seeing him on the show. I should go over and say hello and just, like, get a picture or whatever, because I'm never going to meet him again, probably. But he's someone that you see on the show. Just like if you went to a pay-per-view show and you saw Green Shirt Guy. Who's not going to ask for a picture with Green Shirt Guy? I totally am. If I'm going to a pay-per-view and I see Green Shirt Guy, I'm going straight over to get a picture with Green Shirt Guy. But I never did in the end because the show was starting and I was like, oh, no, I just didn't. And it was just, I don't know, it had this kind of really small feel to it. Like, you know, it had a little merch stand at the back. And it just felt like really intimate, personal. Felt like you were part of something. Felt like, I don't know, it was really cool. Like, I walked in and there was a table and you had... I think it was, who was it? It was Deonna Purrazzo, I think Xia Li, and maybe Casey Catanzaro. You had those three sat there just meeting fans, signing stuff, like, thanks a lot for coming to the show. And just for free. You could meet them for free. And that was one of my criticisms of NXT UK. NXT UK, I was like, I went to that taping and there was no one around. It just didn't feel like quite the same. Like, the TV tape, and it just felt like, I don't know, like, you just went in, took your seat, and that was it. But with NXT, like, I love the fact there were some superstars that were there. I love the fact that it had, like, a little merch stand. I can't even remember if NXT UK had a merch stand. I don't think it did. Yeah, this one had a little merch stand. It had meet and greet with people as well, and just it felt small, intimate, and I think it was in a sports gym as well. So you had like basketball hoops in the corners of the rooms, and as I said, this is where wrestling has lived. Wrestling, you know, shows come from those. You think about the indie scene, think about indie promotions. They take place in sports halls and places like that. This is NXT's small indie promotion. That's what it always was. This like little developmental thing. So don't bother me. They've got rid of the big stage and all the lights and all the graphics and all this kind of stuff. That doesn't bother me in the slightest. I think I could really. I think this is going to speak to me. I think this is going to be what I'm hoping it's going to be. And they're going to make up for it feeling smaller with just like more colour and make it feel a bit more alive. The only thing I would say is that the chairs do feel a little bit too far back, and I'm interested to see how they make the space feel full. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing when it goes live. The new stage looks sick. Hazard says, Days, who would you want as NXT champion tonight? For me, I would love to see LA Knight win it, as he'd be the type of champion that fans will despise. His promos are always on point. He'd be brilliant. And I'm not a big LA Knight fan, so I would go with Tommaso Ciampa. I think that, I said earlier, I totally get that LA Knight is probably the people's favourite. It's probably the one that most people want. But I would probably go Ciampa. I love Ciampa's intensity. I think he's a very good promo, and I've seen some incredible matches out of Ciampa. So I think The thing with Ciampa is it might feel like you're going backwards. That's the only thing, because we've been there and we've done it. Whereas like LA Knight hasn't had that run with the title. So that would be the black mark really against Ciampa, is that it might feel like a backward step. But that would be the way that I would personally go. But I could see LA Knight winning it. In fact, I think you could make an argument for all of them. I mean, what does the future hold for Kyle O'Reilly now that Adam Cole has gone and there is no Undisputed Era? Like, is it time to pull the trigger on Kyle O'Reilly? Tommaso Ciampa, steady pair of hands. You know what you're getting with Tommaso. So is it time to pull the trigger with Tommaso? Is it a case that you go with LA Knight, who, you know, is new to the promotion and is somewhat fresh and different? And NXT, fresh and different. So do you go that way? Or do you go with the other person in the match that I can't remember? Like Pete Dunne, who's just signed a 3-year contract. So you could actually make an argument for all of them. They will have a great show. I'm excited, says Cemetery. Days, can I see your hair? Sure, on many, many videos. Many videos. Dat King says, NXT UK sucks. It drained the hottest indie scene of all of its talent and buried most, and now it's boring. Brony said, everyone in the match except for Ciampa bores me. That's why I want Ciampa to win. WWE Champion said, I'm back here online again. WWE Desk Champion, shout out to you. Erectile Dysfunction said, NXT would have never been in all this trouble and gone through a remake if they never tried to compete with AEW. That's the reason they're on TV, and they haven't been the same since. I don't know if that's true. I've seen a few people saying that, and I don't know that that's true. It could be true. I mean, I wasn't in the conversations, but don't forget that SmackDown left USA Network and SmackDown went to Fox. So was it a part of the arrangement that NXT would be a bit of a replacement to USA? So USA get Raw and NXT because I can't remember when SmackDown went to Fox, but it was not that long ago. Was it like 2018, 2019? And then NXT goes in 2019. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was SmackDown or if it was AEW that influenced like NXT going onto TV. But it was either way, it's not been the right move for NXT. But I mean, has it been the right move for WWE? I mean, they've got a third program on TV now. You know, there's a third show that's out there. I have to think it's being watched more now than it was on the network. So, from a viewership point of view, has it failed? I don't know. I don't know what the expectations were. I don't know what their expectations were of it. I mean, the fact they're relaunching it would suggest that it's not met those expectations. So now we've got this relaunch, but I don't know. Wherever we've been, whatevs. It's where we're going that interests me more, and I really do like what I've seen so far. Not like crazy in love with it, but cause as I said, there are a few concerns with like the front rows and whatever. But I do look at that and think, that's a place that I would be quite interested to go. I'd be quite interested in sitting in that crowd, being a part of that crowd. I could see myself, if ever I do go back to Florida, which I hope I do one day, trying to get tickets to NXT. Harley said, don't worry, Pete Dunne will do it for England. The Donut Fox says, we can only think about how this is going to turn out and then watch it. Yep. Come on, Days. Don't really believe that NXT would just happen to debut on TV 1 week before Dynamite debuted. I don't know what to think. I don't know. I don't know what the truth is. I mean, could it be connected to AEW? Yep. Could it be something to do with SmackDown? Yeah, it could be. I genuinely don't know what the reason was. It could be that they did it because of AEW, absolutely. Knowing that they got a TV deal and so they felt they had to put something up against it. Yeah, could absolutely be that. But I also know that SmackDown was on USA Network and they lost it to Fox. And I don't know at what point negotiations started about NXT coming in as a replacement. I genuinely don't know. So I don't know. I can't give you the answer to it because I don't know the answer to it. But I don't really mind whatever the reason is. It's more, as I said, to do with they did it. I don't know if they regret it because I think it got a third program on TV for them. They got more views out of it, definitely. Like NXT got more exposure, but it mustn't have met the expectation. Otherwise, why would they change it? If everything was great, why would they change it? So they are changing it, and I just like the fact we're here now. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a good show. And I'm waiting to see what that space looks like when it's alive. We're about 36 minutes away from finding out. Those first shots are going to be key. Those first images of people being there. Because I think, I mean, if we go back to looking at that image, the one that got sent through, is it this one? Yeah, I mean, you can see on this that there's no screens on. I mean, I thought there was meant to be screens actually next to the NXT logo, but instead they've put some lights there. I actually thought that next to where it says NXT there was going to be some like big screens. But yeah, I want to see what it's like with people in the crowd. I want to see how they fill the space, if they fill it at all. I want to. Obviously, we still need to see. You need to lose the 205 ring aprons, change them over. You can see actually. I've only just noticed the ring posts. The ring posts are white with splattered paint and the new NXT logo on the ring posts. But I do look at that and I do think, yeah, that's a place that I would like to go. I tell you, that's the kind of place where I look at it and it doesn't feel like big, if you will. It feels like there's a good chance you might bump into the wrestlers before or after the show. I don't know about you, but I always like to, if I could, like meet them and like just have a quick chat and go, oh, I really love what you do, blah blah blah. You kind of get that feeling that they might just be around. If you was to go to this, it's got that kind of indie show feeling, and yeah, I'm into it. I'm looking forward to seeing what it's going to be like at the start. It looks worse than at GCW, a rinky-dink mud show, says Hollywood Purgatory. Donut Fox says, looks awesome. Days, after tonight, what do you like more, NXT or NXT 2.0? Well, I'll tell you. No barricades. No, I don't. Did I notice on one of the pictures was a little something? I think there is a little something on one of the images. It's not a barricade, though. It's not a barricade. I thought I noticed that there was... Yeah, this one. I did. It's like a plexiglass look in front of the people. So there is something to just keep them back. But it's see-through. And I don't know if you can throw people into it. I don't know if it's like toughened plastic or something. That reinforced plastic steel. That you can throw people into, but yeah, it's. I did notice that you've got that just around the outside. I don't mind that. I think that's pretty cool. I actually think, looking at it now, that's spotlight, isn't it? Those are spotlights that are making the floor look like the. That's interesting. Every time I look at these pictures, I'm noticing something new. So does that mean that this one? So you see, like, where it's blue, and it kind of looks like the mats don't quite go over. I think that is all mats, but those are actually just spotlights that are making it look brighter on the floor. So the whole thing is covered in mats on the outside, but it is quite a bit of space looking at this image. But you don't know how much the image is distorted and how much that view looks a bit out. But yeah, we'll see. Did you see Parker's name again has changed to just Haaland now? Oh, I wanted it to be Gunner. I didn't want it to be Haaland. I'm not feeling that. Haaland. No, don't like it. You would need to come to Island Town where Miss Clown is. Suplex City, Roman Reigns, says Brandon. We wanted a run in. Why do the ring posts look crooked? It might just be distorted. The image might just be a little bit off. Maybe it's like a wide image or something. I don't know. Or maybe the ring post. Maybe the ropes are too tight. It's actually sucking the ring in or something on itself. I don't know. And it does look like it's leaning, in all fairness. Perhaps it's like a crazy optical illusion or something. I don't know. Perhaps the new ring's going to have slightly leaning in ring posts. I'm not sure. Or maybe during 205 Live, they've set it up so the ring implodes. And they go in that way or something. I don't know. Good spot. Austin said, I think NXT 2.0 is going to get 10 million views. Donut Fox said, this is crazy. Here's my photos. Call me maybe. Primo said, Days Raw's rating 1.6. I get they took a hit by competition, but with crowds back, they shouldn't be getting 1.5 or 1.6. I don't know. Because they were at 1.8 with crowds back, weren't they? So they've gone down to 1.6 something. They dropped about 150,000, I think. And honestly, the NFL is going to have an effect. So I don't know. My first reaction when I saw it was, that's not very good. And then when I realised that NFL was back, then it's like, well, I suppose there is always that. Elliot says, I think it's going to be a love it or hate it brand. Some fans don't, under development, will hate it. Those that do may appreciate it. Essentially, it's the new OVW. Do you remember FCW as well? Let me see if I can find a picture of FCW. FCW used to be WWE's developmental before NXT. And it was Florida Championship Wrestling. But, I mean, I get it that, like, NXT has got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's been a third brand and everything. So now if we are scaling it back, people will be like, oh. But let's have a look, see if I can find there. I mean, in all fairness, we've come a long way. Right, this is FCW. This is like Big E came through here. He came through NXT as well, but came through FCW. I think quite a few, like Bailey, Sasha, they were training at FCW. A lot of those people that were like in the early days, Roman, of course, Seth, Dean Ambrose, they all came through FCW. Bray came through FCW. So this was WWE's developmental before NXT. Saved a picture, and I've got about 20 different folders that it could go into. But I'm determined to find the image. I can promise you that much. Let's have a look. Has it gone in? There it is. There. That was FCW. I mean, honestly. Look at that. Look at that. It's a room. A small room. With big giant posters all around it of famous pay-per-view shows going on around the 09 kind of time frame. 08, 09. And like chairs that they would put out for the audience to sit on. Couple of rows for them to sit on. Who was the face of FCW? Do you know, that's a really good question. I don't know who the face of FCW was. I know that Roman and Ambrose and Seth competed a lot. Leo Kruger as well competed a lot in FCW. Who went on to be Adam Rose. I know that he was in FCW. I don't know if he was the face, though, but I know he was a big deal. Richie Steamboat as well, which was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's son. He was in FCW. I remember keeping an eye. Whenever I would, like, go to America, because I used to go, like, every couple of years, I'd go to Florida. Used to be able to, like, find out. I don't know what I used to get. It was like a wrestling magazine, but it used to, which I couldn't get in England. it used to tell me like the results from FCW, and I used to read about like Richie Steamboat, who I really thought was going to come up and be a big deal, but I think he got like injuries and stuff, and I think he had to like retire and never made it onto the main roster. But yeah, Roman, I think wasn't. Who else was down in there? Oh, do you know what? I'm going to have a look at FCW champions. That might be quite good. Might be fun. FCW champions. Let's see who the champions were. Florida Championship Wrestling. Right, the first champion was in 2008, and it was Jake Hager. Jake Hager was the first champion in 2008. It ran from 2008 to 2012. So we had Jake Hager. We had Sheamus O'Shaughnessy, yeah, who obviously when he got to the main roster, they shortened his name to Sheamus. So we had Jake Hager, then we had Sheamus, then we had Eric Escobar. Eric Escobar, who I don't know who that was. Eric Escobar. Then we had Curtis Axel. Then we had Drew McIntyre. Then we had Tyler Rex, Alex Riley, Mason Ryan, Bo Rotundo, Bo Dallas, of course. Lucky Cannon. We had Lucky Cannon is a former. I remember looking for him not long ago. Lucky Cannon got a mention. Leo Kruger, a couple of times champion. Seth Rollins. Victor was an FCW champion. From the Ascension, 2 times actually, and the final champion in July 20th, 2012 was Richie Steamboat. So there we go. It was Hager, Mason Ryle. No Roman. Roman wasn't ever champion, but there was 21 championship reigns. So 21 different championship reigns. And I think, was it only Victor of the Ascension that held it twice? Victor and Leo Kruger. Bo Dallas actually held it 3 times. He was the person that held it the most. Seth Rollins was champion, though. So, I mean, it changed quite a lot over the space of 4 years. 21 times it changed in the space of 4 years. So, I don't know that there was really a face of FCW. There was just faces, people coming and going, you know. So yeah, it's more along those lines. Now that NXT has got Haaland, I wonder if they'll name someone Mbappe. What happened to Curtis Axel? I think he was released, wasn't he? I think he got released. Noah said, who do you want and think will win the NXT title tonight? I would probably want Ciampa, but I think LA Knight. I'll go LA Knight. You've got to leave. Johnny, shout out to you. I've been to 3 WWE signings before, says Jason. Heather says, it reminds me of the current Impact set. Oh. Hello, Heather. Hope you are well. They should have left NXT alone. Vince is going to turn it into a circus, says McAvoy. Just Alex says, the cheapest ticket so I can watch the US national team play live is $120. The most expensive is $1,000. What's that for? Football or something. Isn't Curtis Axel Mr. Perfect's son? He is, yeah. Quite a few sons have obviously come through. Ted DiBiase Jr. came through, and we had Curtis Axel. We had Bo Dallas and Bray Wyatt, who were IRS's kids. So there's quite Richie Steamboat. There's quite a few kids that have come through. Natalia came through, of course, from might have been FCW, might have been OVW. Before FCW, so there was OVW, which is Ohio Valley Wrestling, which was run by, Cornette looked after it, didn't he? But then he ended up going. And who else ran it? Was it Danny Davis? It might have been Dangerous Danny Davis that ran it as well. But they decided they wanted to have something down in Florida, and so they started FCW in 2008. So they had FCW. That ran from 2008 to 2012, and then NXT started, replaced it. And that started in Full Sail. And obviously, during the pandemic, we left Full Sail. I don't think there's no plans to go back to Full Sail. I think we're done with Full Sail. And, well, hence why they're calling this new place the home of NXT. The fact Triple H had a cardiac arrest, but his father-in-law, Vince, who is older, is healthier than most young adults with no health problems, is insane. Thoughts? There's not really any thoughts I can give to that. I just hope Triple H is all right. Jim Gore said Mike Dalton, a.k.a. Tyler Breeze, is a former FCW champion, beating Leo Cruz. Did I read Mike Dalton? I don't remember reading Mike Dalton. I believe you. But I just didn't read it because I didn't realise that was his real name. Let's have a look. Yes, he beat Leo Cruz in February 2nd, 2012. Leo Cruz then won it back. So, yeah, you're right. Tyler Breeze is a... which I didn't realise. I always wanted Tyler Breeze to win the NXT title, so that's kind of cool that he's a former FCW champion. So that's cool. Yeah, that's a name that I didn't recognise. Justin Angel is Justin Gabriel. He is a former champion. Heath Miller, I presumed, was Heath Slater, yeah. I don't know any other Heaths. So Heath Miller is Heath Slater. Tyler X, obviously we know. Yeah, I think all the others I know, but yeah, that's cool. But Triple H is out the picture, so Vince can have it. Do you think Bobby will be champion again? Maybe. Hard to say. I don't know that his title reign was really doing all that much. So, he might be. He could be champion again, but he could also not be. Gregor said, where's the new arena? It's the Performance Center. So, it's the same place where WrestleMania... Isn't that weird? This space, this image here of this space, which does look like a sports hall with, like, you know, the seating extended out. That is the same space where we had WrestleMania 36. That is the same space as WrestleMania 36. So, they've put in a lot more lights, apparently. They've put in a lot more lights and obviously completely changed. I mean, in all fairness, they have done a lot of work in there. If you think about what it looked like before, they have done a lot of work. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like with, you know, with all of its lights on and all the glory and everything that they've got going. Be interesting to see how it's presented. We're 18 minutes away. 18 minutes away from finding out. Breeze wrestled in NXT for a bit as Mike Dalton before getting the Tyler Breeze gimmick. Did I? James, shout out to you. I missed the super chat. Let's go up. Black Sword, Johnny Hex says, wasn't Paige in FCW? Do you know, I don't know if she might have made it at the end, but there's a chance that she did. And she was certainly around at the start of NXT, but I don't know if she made it. If she did, it would have been right at the end. I think it would have been right at the end. Let me have a look at a page, will say, won't it? Paige's Wikipedia page, will say. Page. Wikipedia. There was a show on FCW. They did a little documentary on it, which is cool. Yes, you're right. She was. She was informed that she would do tryouts. She was unsuccessful in her first tryout, but succeeded in April of 2011. In September, she signed, and she went to FCW. So she went in September of 2011. She made her debut at an FCW house show on the 5th of January 2012, using the name Soraya. Her ring name was then changed to Paige, and she made her debut appearance on the 26th of February on FCW TV, which I hope they've got footage of, and I'd love for them to put that on the network. Where is the FCW stuff? Like, it's not on the network. Like, I'd love to see, like, Paige meet, like, young Paige and a Roman, and, you know, all of that stuff would be amazing. From March, she formed an alliance with Sophia Cortez. Eva Lise was in FCW at that time, and they were known as the Anti-Diva Army. So yeah, she was there, and she made her first appearance in February. Was it on TV? February 26th of February. She was on FCW TV, and by September, NXT had come around. So yeah, she was at the end of FCW, so I don't think she won like any FCW Women's Championship. She pinned the Women's Champion, Raquel Diaz. Who the hell was Raquel Diaz? Don't know. Raquel Diaz. Don't know who that was. Don't think she went on to anything. In a non-title triple threat. Being disqualified. Diaz retained the title. Blah, 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 blah. So, yes, she was. But I'd love to see some of that footage. Do you think Ortega will beat Volkanovski? I don't think so. I'm probably leaning Volkanovski out of those two. Big E should have won the belt on a pay-per-view to have had a bigger moment. It's a shame the things Vince does to try and get ratings, says Brony. Breeze is one of the best NXT superstars. Changed my mind. Wouldn't want to. Love Breeze. Alex says FCW footage is located next to Owen Hart footage. What, as in like it's never going to be shown? What do you mean? Harley says, would you love a New Day triple threat? Yes. I would make Kofi win the Rumble and then have Xavier manage to climb his way into the match. It would be an epic story and a match. Yeah, I would like to see that FCW stuff, Alex. I would like to see. I think there's a lot of people that are in WWE now that came through FCW that would be really interesting. Maybe the same with the OVW as well. All of that seems to be under lock and key. So I'm not sure why. No idea why. Maybe it's because some of those people are now with AEW and with other promotions, Impact and whatever. But wild prediction, the Dexter indie wedding is going to be called off. Someone leaked a video of Dexter cheating on Indy with Poppy. Wild. Raquel Diaz is Xiao Guerrero, the daughter of Eddie and Vicky. Wow. What does she do now? I haven't seen her around. Johnny Heck said, I wonder what happened to the old WWE OVW stuff, like when John was the prototype. Yeah, I remember hearing Jim Cornette say that I think that was all under lock and key. I think they've got it. They just don't do anything with it. So, yeah, I don't know. It would be like Batista as, what was he? Leviathan or something. Leviathan. And obviously, I mean, early footage of Brock in OVW would be amazing. So, yeah, I really feel like this is going to be the same. I really think that this NXT, you know, there's every chance that this, you know, is going to be where we see the next Brock Lesnar coming from, you know, like Odyssey Jones and Haaland, you know, Parker Bordeaux and everything. This is going to be the arena that they come through. And in about 10 years' time, you know, people are going to talk about NXT, this version of NXT, and talk about matches where those stars came through. So I'm excited. I am excited for this rebrand. I'm thinking this is moving more back to the kind of NXT that I want. You know, a little bit. Yes, it's colourful and everything, but it's still going back to its roots. Like, it feels like we're going back to wrestling. It feels like we're going back to a sports hall, a gymnasium, to like an indie promotion. It kind of feels like we're going to that. Obviously, you know, with Vince around, there's always scope for some dripsticks. But hopefully not. Wrestler with Andy said, Days, do you acknowledge Bo Dallas as the head of NXT's table? I wouldn't say the head of NXT's table. Do you acknowledge him as the head of NXT's table? I think I actually acknowledge Finn Balor as the head of NXT's table. I think that when I started watching NXT, I think a little bit of time had gone by. There'd been a good, maybe even a couple of years of NXT that I didn't really see because you just couldn't watch it. I mean, I think we were late getting the network here in the UK. But as soon as I got the network, the first thing I wanted to do was watch NXT. That was the first, forget the old pay-per-views. They're in the past. And a lot of them I've already seen on videotapes and things throughout the years. But I wanted to watch NXT. I didn't have any access to NXT. So I wanted to watch that. So I started, to go back and start watching some of the old episodes and everything. And there's still episodes of NXT I haven't seen. But I did go back and try and catch up on stuff. And, I think, there's definitely an argument. Bo Dallas had quite a lengthy title reign. Obviously, Big E had a good reign as well. Seth is the first champion. But I think for me, when Finn Balor came in, it kind of took NXT to a different level. I think with the Demon and especially what Finn Balor had achieved in New Japan already, he kind of came in with such a name anyway and such excitement anyway that I think that was definitely something that took NXT to a different level. So I think for me, it might be Finn Balor, but there'd be a lot of people that are going to be shouting Adam Cole. A lot of people will be going Adam Cole, or maybe Johnny Gargano, or there's loads, isn't there? There's loads that you could throw in there. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, blah 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 blah. But I think for me it'd be Finn Balor. When he came in and things just felt different after that. I acknowledge William Regal as the head of NXT. Do you know what? You might have actually beaten me there with that one. That's a really good shout. That's a really good shout. William Regal. William Regal is probably the correct answer. Or Triple H could be the correct answer. Gargano is better than Adam Cole, says Austin. I acknowledge Lucky Cannon as the head of NXT's table. Yes, Lucky Cannon. What a name. Listen, if ever you think you've got it rough with... if you're in WWE and you get a name like, I don't know, something stupid like Haaland, just be thankful that you're not called Lucky Cannon, yeah? Or Crazy Pistol, yeah? It could be definitely worse. It could always be worse. NXT needs Dude Love. Don't need Dude Love. We got his gimmick. Elliot says, I remember going to watch NXT in Liverpool. Main event was Finn, Nakamura, Aries versus Aries and Joe, with Rude debuting, and Bailey was on the show. RM said, I think NXT was best back when the Four Horsewomen and Balor were there in 2014, 2016. Yeah, I mean, that was the era that I was really watching. I mean, that's Network was in the UK at that point, and you had the Vaudevillains, and you had Blake and Murphy, and the Ascension were around, and you had Balor and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn. I think around that time Nakamura's coming in as well. It's good. I mean, the Four Horsewomen, sorry, of course you got around at that point. Yeah, it's good. There's a lot of really, really, it's a really good time. I mean, because of all of that talent, and that is a lot of talent, it just felt essential. You wanted to tune in to see what Bailey was going to do, and you wanted to tune in to see what Balor was going to be up to. The characters were really good as well. Bailey's character was really good. Balor's character was really good. It was just, you wanted to tune in, because these were superstars that you cared about just as much as anyone on the main roster. And I think they've lost that. I don't think there's any people in NXT now that I really care about as much as, those that are on the main roster. I kind of think, I don't know what it is. I don't know why. I don't know if it's some of the storytelling is not as strong. I don't know if the creative has lost its way. I don't know if 2 hours is a bit too bloated. I don't know if things get rushed a little bit too quick now. I don't know if there's too many title matches where they were in that Wednesday night war, and as a result we were getting loads of title matches, and I don't know, it definitely has gotten quicker. It's definitely, things are hot-shotted a lot more now. But either way, I agree. I think 2014, 2016, that was a really great time. It's a really great time. Would you say 2014, 2015 is your favourite? A lot of people love that era, and 2018 NXT the most. For me personally, that is my favourite era, yeah. 2014, 2015, I would say would be my favourite. I think like, when you saw... I mean, again, you talk about great characters. You know, Sasha was the boss, right? And she would, like, come down with, like, a black T-shirt with gold writing on. She had, like, the knuckle duster things, and she was, you know, had the shades, and she really was, like... She thought she was the bee's knees. She was really arrogant, and she had a real, like, sass to her. And she obviously still does now. But she sort of moved away from that kind of... I don't know, like, she was all about money when she was in NXT, and, like, she had bodyguards. I remember she came out at Brooklyn, she came out in that van, that, like, truck, and, like, the bodyguards stepped out, and then, you know, she was just kind of, like, very arrogant, very sassy. You don't tend to see, like, that side of her so much now. I mean, she wears, like, amazing clothes, and she is still quite, well, she is very sassy still, of course. But, different presentation to how she was presented in NXT. See, it was a very strong character. So you had her, Bayley, running around with inflatable, wacky-armed men. You know, Charlotte, the daughter of Ric Flair, you got her down there. Becky, you know, she had a bit of, I think she had a bit of a steampunk thing going on at that time. And that carried over when she came to the main roster. She struggled to kind of find her feet. They tried a few things with her. I remember when she came out, she had like a very strong Irish dancer kind of a thing. Same with Alexa. When Alexa was first in, she had like the glitter, and she was all like in blue and a leotard and everything. And then they took her like as a heel and put her with Blake and Murphy, who were a really good team. And, you know, great tag teams were around at that time. Like, Ascension were great. Vaudevillains were great. Just felt like there was a load of characters. Like, the characters in NXT at that time were amazing. You know, like how we've spoken before about how I love wrestling and great wrestling matches, but I do love a bit of sports entertainment. I'm not ashamed to admit that. I do love characters, and I do love stories, and I do love... That's promos, good promos, and things that happen away from the ring. I love that as much as I love 5-star matches. Well, I'd say back in 2014, 2015, you had probably the perfect marriage of that. That was probably when NXT was, like, hitting the sweet spot. And then, I feel like just over the years, we've drifted a little bit from it. And since we went on to USA Network, I think we really drifted. But, don't know, tonight could be big. I mean... I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to go down. I'm really looking forward. I'll probably have to do a quick little video when we first go to the show. I've resisted doing a video for the images that Anna sent us. If you've not seen them, this is one. And you can see it just feels a bit cold. Feels a bit lonely. There's another one here of a couple of people taking their seats. But I want to see it in all of its glory. If I'm going to do a video on it, I don't want to just do this. I want to give NXT a chance and see what it's like with all the lights on and, you know, like a full crowd and everything. But I think the big thing for me is I keep saying it, and, you know, apologies if I'm like repeating myself, but obviously there's people joining us all the time that haven't been around. That looks like a place I want to go to. It looks like a place where if I go to Florida, I want to book tickets to go to NXT because I want to be in that crowd. I want to be in that space. I want to be amongst those people. I want to say that I went to watch an NXT TV taping, but I want to be in that place that looks fun. And I am getting that vibe. I am, from those, even those pictures, I am getting that vibe of, yeah, I could see myself sitting there and watching a show there and seeing Parker Bordeaux and watching Odyssey Jones and watching Zoe Stark and watching, you know, they've got some really good talent. I think they need to make sure that the gimmicks strong and credible and good. You know, I mean, I don't mind Cameron Grimes with his money. I understand why they're trying the hit row thing. It doesn't quite work for me, but it definitely works for others. I've seen hit row have praise online, but that one doesn't work for me. But at least they're trying. At least they're trying. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what this rebrand relaunch is going to be like. Did you see Lewandowski has a 92 rated card in FIFA 92? He is higher than Ronaldo, who is 91. Let's see what NXT 2.0 has got in store. 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go. Here we go. Here we go. I've got this program contains flashing images. Images of William Regal flashing. Right, we're starting to see. I think everyone's received a little invitation to NXT by the looks of it, to the wedding on their seats. Just on Twitter right now, and I'm seeing lots of people showing those. NXT 2.0. Joe has relinquished the title over the weekend. They've changed the NXT logo on the... I like these graphics. I like these graphics. Right, here's Tommaso. I tell you, they've... Yeah, it's... You've got to remember... We're just hearing from Tommaso. I'm going to show you another picture. You've got to remember that this image, you're looking at where the hard cam is, okay? So, like, you can see, like, a shutter in the background, and you can see, like, air conditioning unit. But you've got to remember that you won't see that on TV. So, you are looking at where the hard cam is. But, yeah, I mean, that looks like a cool, intimate place to go and watch, like, some future stars perform. It's different. It's definitely different. Let's see. NXT 2.0 has arrived. We've got splashes of colour on screen, and just in the corner, and it says Kyle O'Reilly. Pete Dunne better win. Let me talk to you. We got graphics saying NXT 2.0. We're starting with promos for everyone. We're not going straight to the matches. They're talking about why they should win. Whose game is it? It's LA Knight's game. Who the hell's this? My name is Bron Breakker. What's this? A ruthless aggression moment? Bron Breakker is like 2021's Mojo Rawley. Okay, well, Bron Breakker's here. So the... Okay, so the actual entrance to the show is basically the promos that we've been seeing. NXT 2.0, and here we're seeing it for the first time. The new space, Orlando, Florida, the home of NXT, obviously not referred to as the CWC. It looks all right. It looks all right. I like the entranceway. The entranceway's cool. Lots of colour for the entranceway. Here comes LA Knight making his way out. There's a lot less screens in there. I thought there would be more screens on the wall, but they are going for that kind of developmental feel. LA Knight making his way out. So we are going to go to LA Knight match to start things off. I'd like to get a good image of this this arena. If anyone's got a screen grab, feel free to ping it over. Right, LA Knight making his way in, and you can actually see the people again, and he goes over. There is a distance between the ring and the people. There is a commentary table. Let me know what you think. Looks awesome. It's cool. Awesome, not bad. The music hits hard. Bit weird. The NXT logo is on screen on the side. I don't know. I don't have that. The crowd is dead. That's Rick Steiner's son. Oh. It's like Mojo Rawley. Right, well, we're underway. We've got, what's his name? Bron Breakker. No, not sure about that. Not sure about Bron Breakker, but Bron Breakker making his way down. There's rumours that there's high hopes on this guy, Bron Breakker. Here's one. Here's a nice image. They got the white ropes. Let's go down. I missed that. They got the white ropes. I missed the yellow, says Black Saw Johnny Hex. The ring canvas is a normal ring canvas as well. I must admit that I don't like. NXT used to have a black canvas. This one's a white canvas. So not. I always liked the NXT's black canvas, to be honest. Here's an image, not the sharpest image though, unfortunately. But that's the. It's not a great image, is it? I wish there was better images. Where the flip are all the good images? Come on, Twitter. Stop being a letdown. Just looking to see. So Bron Breakker is making his way out, and we are underway. Bron Breakker is doing a good job throwing LA Knight around, and LA Knight is down in the corner. Elbow to the side of the head. LA Knight fighting twice. Yeah, it's a bit silly, isn't it? In all fairness. LA Knight versus Bron Breakker. LA Knight stomping away on Bron Breakker. Crowd are clapping along. Yeah, this says that he is in a four-way match later on tonight. LA Knight, we've got like high cameras. The production's better. Nice net breaker by LA Knight. There's proper like some sweeping shots that we've got going on. I don't remember that from NXT before. Less screens in the background. The focus a lot more in ring, you know. I mean, if you're a fan of wrestling, it does feel like the focus. I mean, this is a proper listen. If this is a taste of what to expect from NXT 2.0, what you're going to get is you're going to get good competitive in-ring action. Because that's exactly what we're getting here. Braun with a brightly coloured... I mean, this guy definitely deserves to be on NXT 2.0. It's a really bright coloured ring attire. Belly to belly by Braun. Braun takes LA Knight down. Strikes coming in by Bron Breakker. Good wrestling. Felix says 5 out of 10. Adam said this definitely feels developmental. Elliot said it looks like the camera is on a long arm, probably why there's so much space as it swivels around. That's true. Yeah, I was a bit critical of the fact there was no people on that side. Not that Bron Breakker's beaten LA Knight. Bron Breakker has beaten LA Knight. Yeah, Bron Breakker. That's interesting. Bit of drama to start things off. I like Bron Breakker. He is, yeah, he has got brightly coloured ring attire. It is very Steiner's. It's a shame they haven't gone with the Steiner name. I don't really know why they've not put the Steiner name on him. If he was, like, Bron Steiner or something like this, like, that would be interesting. Yeah, I don't know why they've not given him that. I feel like that would have really helped. Like, I think people would have paid a bit more attention, maybe if they knew that he was a Steiner. So, yeah. Yeah. We are getting images coming through. That's a nice image. It's pretty sharp. Good image of the entranceway. I do want to just do a quick little video. Just want to see what images we've got, though, to be honest. There's obviously a lot of screen grabs that are going on to Twitter right now, but it's... Daz by Nature said, Bud, how's it going? Not sure why, but NXT Fruity Pebbles is growing on me. Mojo 2.0 looks not half bad. Yeah, he does look like Mojo 2.0. I was never, like, against the new logo, to be honest. I know many people were. Yeah, that's rubbish. I'm getting rid of that. That's rubbish. But I do like the new space. The picture I want to show you is this one. It's the entranceway. I think the entranceway looks, I don't know why, it really cool. I really like the new entranceway. Why are all of these images so bad? Why is every single one just like an awful image? Like, it's not sharp at all, but at least you get an idea. Well, you get more than an idea. You can see the entranceway. They walk out of there and go into the ring. You can see the entranceway on the one side, and then you've just got, like, this surround of people. But I think if they can create some really interesting characters, I do think that NXT could have that kind of a feel whereby you would want to go. You'd want to be in that crowd, you know? I hope this crowd is going to be like loud and passionate and all of that, because I think that'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. If you want to know what it looks like from the hard cam, this is probably a better picture. The ring looks very electrifying. Yeah, I mean, look at that. I mean, that's quite a sharp image, actually. That's the hard cam. I think that looks kind of cool. Like, it looks really sharp. I think it looks quite good. I think Yeah, I wish I had a sharper image of that. Right, we are back anyway. I want to see storylines, says Jeremiah. It all looks good to me. Definitely wrestled a Steiner style, says Fit Tennis. With all the wild colours, it looks like they had a paintball fight before the show. Bron won the match, he did. Proper NWA power vibes, says Anna. Yeah, that's a good comparison, that is. I like the arena setup, but I don't like the logo, says 1987, big fan. Right, here we go. Backstage, you've got Bron being congratulated by people. It's kind of cool. Look, we're seeing lots of people we've not seen before. Yeah, people congratulating Bron that he's done a good job. Here's Imperium. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. There's like loads of smoke everywhere. The lights are shining. They're just standing there, Imperium. That looks good. This looks like a really... I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it looks like a really cool televised indie show with like really good graphics. Like really high production, because like the cameras and everything look really cool. So I think this is a promotion I think I'm really gonna look forward to watching. Oh, look at that. The NXT logo is they've taken the colours away for Imperium. Imperium have come out and the NXT logo is white. All the colours have gone from the NXT logo. That's kind of cool. I wonder if they'll change the logo for each wrestler. So, like for Imperium, it's just white. But for like Cameron Grimes, it'll look like money or something. Because I'd say that's a surprise, like that there's no like screens in there. But I think it is. I think it is definitely to give it that that feel of being developmental. I love the camera and the way the camera moves and everything, because it really does feel like you're going to see some special matches in that ring. The way it's presented, the way that it's illuminated, the lights on it, the ring is really bright. And the way the cameras like move and everything, it really feels like they're ready for some very special matches to take place in that ring. This is... Who is this? What are they called? Josh Briggs. I know Josh Briggs. Josh Briggs used to be in Evolve, but... What are they called? Briggs and Jensen. I don't know Jensen. Josh Briggs, I'm sure, was in Evolve. And he's one of the Evolve people. Right now, we're underway. Are they wrestling in a mid-90s fashion mall? I don't believe so. But if they've managed to find one that's been able to cater a wrestling ring, then all credit to them. Against the ropes goes Briggs. Bron Breakker versus Roman at WrestleMania. I like how the show feels big without stepping out of a boundary, says BN Drake. Yeah, let me know what you think. Put in your honest thoughts. What you think. Some people are going to love it. Some people are going to hate it. Some people are going to miss the old NXT. He was called Rex Steiner. They gave him sirens like his dad. So why did they change the name? I don't know. The logo turned white is a TV screen. That's how they changed the colour. That's what I said earlier. It's super cool. This looks 90, says Jacob. Jacob says 5 out of 10 for it. Young Voice says 10 out of 10. Brendan says 923. Robert said it's been alright so far. Black Dino says about 3 out of 5. The logo looks like old school MTV. Have they got the same number of rows? They probably have, actually. I tell you the bit that I was expecting that they haven't done. You know where that NXT logo is? Can you see these panels here? I thought these panels would be screens. That's what I thought these would be, but they're not. It's just wall. It's literally just wall. They haven't put anything there. There's not even this colour. It's literally just wall. So I thought those would be screens, but again, maybe that's I'm pretty sure they could afford screens. I'm pretty sure they had screens in the other NXT. But perhaps they've done it so that the entranceway pops a little bit more. Reggie said, it's pretty good. I'm enjoying it. Tuesday nights are going to be awesome. Robin says 9. Justin says 7.5. It feels like indie, like you said. It's pretty cool. It's got a new vibe. Elliot said it's very Saved by the Bell, and that is not a criticism. I love Saved by the Bell. Foore, it's boring. The production changes are doing nothing for me, says Jay Brock. Brian said, did WWE pay Nickelodeon royalties? How long before someone gets slimed? Alex Bliss Gamer says 9 out of 10. Brendan says 9.32. Legend Killer says, I love the new NXT. Just Alex says 7. Dylan says 8. I do feel like this show will be a lot about getting to know some of the newer superstars. Yeah, I could see that. Kevin says, LA Knight is definitely winning. That loss was just to put people off the scent. Anna said, I'm not going to make a score yet. I need to see a couple of weeks. Draco says 7.8. This is like the big and jacked heavy machinery, says Brent. Retribution said it does look like old MTV. 20 minutes in and we're on to our second match. Yeah, it's been loads of wrestling. We're seeing Imperium jumping up, looking for double underhooks. Oof. 8.25 rating, but I do think the ring canvas should have splashes of colour like the NXT logo. That's an interesting idea. I think I personally would have maybe kept it black rather than the white one, but Imperium get the victory. Dun, 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 dun. Right, backstage we've got Hit Row. It's got a studio wrestling feel, says Blaze Wrestling. It's got a skater punk feel, says William. Imperium win. Pop for Imperium. 5 out of 10 for the aesthetic, but it might go up over time, says Jadam. I miss the old NXT, but I love the new look of NXT, and I'm glad that LA Knight lost because he sucks, says Joseph. NXT MTV. Hit Row. It is B-Fab getting ready. Bill Buchanan's son is Jensen. J14 said I missed the black canvas. The low plexiglass looks like it might be dangerous, says Blaze Radio. NXT coming up after the break. We've got B-Fab. And guys, it's just a good lesson, really. Make sure that you are doing that. Make sure you are being fab. I want to find a better picture of the entranceway. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I want in life. I want a better picture of the entranceway. But I don't necessarily think there is one. I think this one might be the same. This is like WCW's Big Bang pay-per-view that never happened. Did you ever see any images of that? Because I didn't, to be honest. I don't know if they did. That's a bit. Is that a bit better? That feels better. That feels like it's a bit sharper. I mean, there'll be a lot of people that say it's not better, but Yeah, I wonder if I could find a picture of the Imperium entrance. That was cool. With the smoke and everything. That was done well. Imperium. Let's have a look. Imperium. I've decided that I hate Twitter. Because it just doesn't really give me what I want. Well, yeah, it does. I take that back. Twitter's amazing. I take that back. Twitter's the best thing. Here is the Imperium entrance. So, look at that. That's cool. That's just cool. That looks cool with like the smoke and everything. That just looks cool. I think you can do some pretty cool stuff with this entranceway. I think that looks great. I mean, imagine when that's going to be Volta standing there, and you've got like this smoke, got the old smoke machine working, and you got the lights and everything. I think that looks kind of cool. Certainly, if you compare it to, whoo. It's very versatile, guys. We can go from that to that, no problems whatsoever. Very versatile entranceway. I do think that's probably the most eye-catching part, because then the rest of it is this really. White ring, white ropes. How many rows back? Someone counted 7. I mean, it does look kind of small and intimate, and just like a really cool place to go. I want to go there. And it does feel like you do stand a chance, as I said, bumping into the wrestlers as well. I like the darker CWC better, says Eddie. Fightful reports that today will be the NXT debut of Unlucky Cannon. Corvid said it's a very clean entrance. I think they should have done the wedding last week. It feels a bit out of place on this show. NXT has got John Cena Fruity Pebble colours. Joey MJ1, shout out to you. Hope you are well. Welcome back. The setup is an upgrade. Everything else is a downgrade, says Alex. Corvid says Parker. Yeah, but I do think it's meant to be. I do think it's meant to be a downgrade. I think that it's meant to feel like developmental again. I don't think they're trying to make it feel big and gritty and as edgy as it was. So I agree, it is a downgrade, but I think it's meant to be. Here's Hit Row. Hero. Making their way out. B-Fab. B-Fab. Yeah, doing they're posing. She's going to be competing in Air Jordans, I think. Right. B-Fab is in the ring. Who's she taking? Oh, is it? It's Thingy in it. Isn't that the woman that used to wrestle with Sin Cara? Carolina Kana? Is that Carolina Cara? I can't remember what her actual name is. I think it is Carolina. I'm going to call her Carolina. I don't know if it is anymore. But I'm sure we used to call her Carolina Cara when she was... Do you remember on the main roster they put her with Sin Cara? I'm sure that's that woman. Katrina. Close. Katrina Cortez. Perhaps they changed her name. I don't remember calling her Katrina Cara. We definitely called her Carolina Cara. Oh, I'll change it. They'll only cause confusion. Katrina. What makes me think of Katrina and the Waves? In 1997. I don't think it's her. Days, check Twitter. Why, what's happening? Have you given me some sharp images? Hero. Boy said, Drew McIntyre said, seeing Imperium gave me an idea. Hey, Volta, I'm back in Europe next week. You know where to find me. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised at that. I wouldn't be surprised if they do. Austin's got some images. I wouldn't be surprised to see that match. Hero. Yeah, just seeing. That's cool. B-Fab's won. Oh, flip. Crowd chanting hit row. Yeah. They are getting over with people. Not me, though, because I think they're cringe. Oh, no, 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 no. Daz by Nature said, if Rolf Has and Bob Ross was together in their day, they would give us this logo. Rest with Andy says 7 stars. Here's Legado del Fantasma. Pfft, I am so Electra Lopez, whatever her name is. Yeah, knock the taste out of her mouth. Yeah, she didn't. Beat her up. Make her humble. We can do it again. Hmm. Yeah, I'm up for this. I'm up for this fight. I want to see how you work without any tools. Nah, do it for next week. Do it for next week. Yeah, good. Santos Escobar's like, no, 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 no. Look, she's ready to go, man. She is ready. Look at the NXT logo. It's got Legado del Fantasmas thing in the background. We've got Odyssey Jones. We've got Cameron Grimes. Got Johnny. And they're putting on black Dexter gloves. Okay, so we're building towards the wedding. Oh! Austin Theory! Yeah! Austin Theory's back! He said, I'm not going to miss Indy's wedding. Oh, he's brought someone? Who's he brought? Damian Priest? Damian Priest here? He's not a real priest. Damian Priest here. Austin Theory's come back and he's brought Damian Priest. Damian Priest looks good, doesn't he? He looks big compared to all of these. He's towering over Odyssey Jones. Ah, there's a hug. Austin Theory, Johnny hugging it out. That's good. This is good. Carmelo Hayes coming out now. Carmelo Hayes has got his with Trick Williams. What the hell is Trick Williams? What's a Trick Williams when it's at home? He looks cool. Future. He's got a shirt that says Future. This is good. I'm honestly, I mean, I'm so into this. And if Elektra Lopez can slap the taste out of B-Fab's mouth at some point, then be the greatest show ever. Be the greatest show in the history of our sport. Wrestle with Andy. Carmelo Hayes. Shouldn't Carmelo Hayes be in a title match? Well, he can have a title match, but don't know. Well, maybe we're going to find out when. How would you book Hit Row? I just wouldn't make him as cringy, that's all. I think them being in a group and making music and everything, you can still run with that, but I just find when they're like posing and doing all this, like, and like when they talk and they're talking in rhyme, I don't know. It's just like it really strikes me as a group that's trying to be cool, rather than a group that's cool. It's a group trying to be cool. It's a group that's trying to be a hip-hop group rather than a hip-hop group. And obviously, you know, they're wrestlers. But not a hip-hop group. But it doesn't really... It's not working for me. It's not hitting for me. I don't look at it and think, oh, they're cool. I think, oh, they're cringe. So I just maybe, like, tone that down a little bit. I think sort of like there's something there. I mean, is it Top Dollar, the big guy? I mean, he's got a good look. B-Fab's got a good look, and I don't mind Swerve. I don't know what the other one's called, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, individually they could be all right. Even as a group, they could be all right. I'd just dial the cringe down a little bit. But they're getting over with people, you know. That won't be what I think is cringe. Some people won't think it's cringe. You know? It's like, again, if you have a pizza and you don't like it, some other people will. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not disputing that it's getting over with people. It's just, if I have to back someone now out of Elektra Lopez or B-Fab, no-brainer. If I was there, I'd be cheering for Elektra Lopez. Every hip-hop group looks like they're trying to be a hip-hop group. I disagree. Not with like the, you know, not if you go back in the day with like, nah, not the original ones. I don't know about now, because I don't know what hip-hop groups look like now, in all fairness. But not if we go back to like the 80s. Like those people, you really felt like when they were, what they were saying and how they were acting is like what their lives were like. I kind of feel like Hit Row have got a swagger to them, an arrogance to them, but I just don't buy that that's the life they live. Whereas you never disputed that with Dr. Dre and NWA and everything from back in the day, like. Good segment. Is Damian Priest getting married to Hit Row? No. This is so bad, says Johnny. Hit Row is a one-of-a-kind babyface hip-hop wrestling crew, says Bakayuka. That is true. 5-star match in the making. Sonny, shout out to you. They want to be Crime Time instead of the Brooklyn Brawler. It's broken. Why do I feel they will change the belt tonight? Well, there will be a new champion tonight. I don't know what Carmelo Hayes is about to say. Alex says, why is NXT on a Tuesday now? It moved on a Tuesday, wasn't it, for sports reasons? The USA do have some on a Wednesday now, so it had to move to a Tuesday. Carmelo Hayes in the ring. Samantha Irvin. Right, Carmelo Hayes, they're doing a promo in the ring. This is better. Why does it feel like I haven't seen this in a while? I don't feel like I've seen a promo in the ring for a while.
Hey, let's get straight to it. 3 weeks ago, I won the NXT Breakout Tournament.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago, I won the Breakout Tournament.
So life is great. I got the juice now.
I got the juice now.
But now I got a target on my back. Moving forward to NXT 2.0, you're not going to catch Melo off guard ever again.
You won't catch Mela off guard ever again. NXT 2.0.
At the end of the day, this is really just a numbers game. So what I had to do is I had to call on my boy. I said, yo, Trick.
Yo, Trick.
I said, are you about it? He got right back to me and he said, oh, I'm about it, about it.
He's bout it, bout it. Is that going to be a catchphrase? Hey, Trick, are you bout it? I'm bout it, bout it. What's happened to the youth of today? Honestly, what has happened to the youth of today? Is there going to be bout it shirts now? Guys, are you bout it, bout it? Let me know. Please respond. He's born with the gift of the gab and the gift of the jab. Daz by nature is bout it, bout it. He said BT Sport just said the program will be giving us flashing images. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. Oh, God. Now bout it, bout it. It's... Yeah. Hmm. We bout it, bout it. This bout it is definitely a thing. So he said, I've got a bone to pick with you because you're humble. When have you ever been humble? I don't really get what's going on. You're right. No more holding back. Wow, when's he been holding back? He's won the breakout tournament. If he got knocked out in the first round, I would understand it, but he won it. No more holding back. 3 weeks ago, he won the breakout tournament. I am the chosen one.
So when Melo shoots, I don't miss. And if I choose to pass it, Trick's going to receive it.
If I pass it, Trick's going to receive it.
And that's all it is, and that's all it's going to be.
Right. Bout it is Master P 20 years ago. That was confusing. Is this the 90s? Jury's out. Jury's out. I'm not hating on that. The jury's out. Duke Hudson. Does feel different, doesn't it? I mean, like, we're seeing so many new faces. We've got Mr. Bout It. We got Duke Hudson, that's only come out of that breakout tournament. Carmelo Hayes. Steiner's kid. A couple of tag team people that I've not seen. Duke Hudson barges past Carmelo Hayes. Trick, bout it's going, bout it's getting in the ring. It's going to be Duke Hudson and bout it. Kicks by Trick Williams. Is this a match? Are these two having it? Who was his opponent meant to be? What's that? They're stomping away on Duke Hudson. Why did they take their shirts off? Right, Duke Hudson goes down. Trick is fighting. NXT has changed. He's bout it. you know, it feels fresh. Feels different. Don't know what to expect. I still haven't got a read of Trick Williams yet. Right, we got Gigi Dolan and we got JC Jane. Haynes has turned heel. New NXT, new Mandy Rose. Right, well, we're seeing the back of Mandy. Oh, that's interesting. So they've got screens either side. We haven't seen that before. Casey and Caden coming out. That's the first time I've seen screens either side. Well, I suppose there are, yeah, but... Casey and Caden are making their way out. Casey and Caden. I don't know if we're going to get an image of their entrance, but they actually, in the entranceway, it had like a picture of Casey and a picture of Caden. It looked good, actually. Looked good. The entire landscape changes. Right. Goth Mandy. Is that what we're getting? Casey and Caden versus Gigi and JC. God, what is going on? I think they took a backward step with that last segment. Yeah, I think that last one missed. After that segment, I can say NXT is dead. Bout it, bout it. Yeah, I think that last one missed. I like this, but the show's been boring, says Dunne15. Mandy is beautiful no matter what. They're a great value crime time. How can I watch AEW? It's on tomorrow. It depends what country you're in. Carmelo Hayes going heel. Sai says Bakayuka. Dat King said this show feels like Raw. After that segment, I can say that NXT is dead. Bout it, bout it. I was quite impressed. I love the new NXT entrance. I agree. I hate the colours. It's like watching Disney. NXT fan form. Matt Clark says something's got to happen at the wedding. I agree. Mello didn't make his shot. It was more of an airball. That last segment brought it down to about 5.5. Well, we'll get halftime scores in about 13 minutes' time. What do you think Mandy is going to look like? I think her blonde hair will have gone. I mean, I can't remember what colour hair JC Jane has got. Has she got blonde hair? I know that Gigi Dolan's got like orange hair, but I don't think she's going to be that kind of blonde, glamorous, beautiful. I just imagine they've kind of I think goffed her up. Goffed her up. They've gone and goffed her up. I agree with Wrestle with Andy. I think to fit in with that group, they're going to have made her a little bit punkier. That Mello promo sounded like a Bruce wrote a bit. They took a beep, shined it up with a little bit of rainbow soap. What do you think about NXT 2.0? I like the developmental feel. I like the entranceway. I don't mind the colour and the graphics. I think it feels fresh. I like the fact that it's very focused in the ring, and we just had a promo and that was in the ring as well. I hope we still get vignettes though. I would like some stuff away from the ring, but in all fairness, there doesn't seem to be like really many screens to kind of play it to the audience. If you do, like some vignettes. And there's like one, I noticed that you've got the NXT logo that's like a screen, but obviously it's in the shape of NXT, so you can't really, I don't know, you could watch anything on it. And there's like a big screen, TV screen, that's kind of up in the corner, that's got some graphics on and whatever. I don't know if there's a few of them dotted around, but there isn't like the big panels that we had before. So, I don't know. I think a lot of what's going to happen will probably be in that space. But yeah, I like all of that. I do agree. I mean, I think, what was the start of the show? The start of the show, I thought was pretty good. With LA Knight and Braun. Yeah, I mean, I think that last segment is a bit of a downer. I don't know that Trick Williams is quite what we're after, but I mean, he's new. I mean, you would have said the same for pretty much anyone. When you first saw Alexa, when you first saw Becky, you know, I mean, like if you go back to what they first looked like, it's pretty outrageous. Here's Gigi Dolan and JC Jane. JC Jane's got blonde hair, but it's all curled up, and she's got like fishnets and a leather jacket. They're both wearing shades. Gigi's got like a black rose. Yeah, they do kind of look like young... I don't know what they look like. I was going to say, like, they definitely look like young fortune tellers. If you told me that these like to read tea leaves and have tarot cards, I'd be like, that totally makes sense. Hopefully the wedding is bout it. It might have been good if it wasn't so many pauses, says just Alex. About it was the only good thing about it. What you're saying is you're not about it. I wasn't about it that last segment, no. But I would want to go to this NXT. Yeah, I tell you, I mean, like, I wonder. This is going to be one of the weirdest things I say. I wonder what the facilities are like, because where can you go to the toilet? Like, if you went, is there somewhere to get food? There must be toilets. I think by law they probably have to have toilets, but you know, I can't imagine that when they made the performance center, they thought they were going to have to cater for 500 people at the same time. What about, like, merch? Where is there going to be a merch place? There might be, like, a merch van, mightn't there? I think at the old NXT, there was a merch van outside the front. I don't know. I just kind of... I don't know. I was kind of thinking, like, if you did go, what would you actually see? Is it a case that, like, you literally walk in and you're just there? Probably is, isn't it? There's probably really nothing more than that. There's not like a nice little area where you could grab something to eat and have a, you know, get some merch, or, you know, maybe a little meet and greet section or something. That's what I'd like. I'd like that. A nice little space where you can get something to eat, go to the toilet. Someone there, like, you know, Duke Hudson, having pictures with the fans. Like, you know, merch stands, burger van, all this kind of stuff. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking practically, guys. I'm thinking practically. I've seen in front of the camera, but what's behind the camera? Here is Mandy Rose, and oh my god, it is shocking. I am shocked to my core. I'm shocked. That is a big reveal. I mean, you wanted to know MG moment. You've got it. You have got it. Hey, sorry. Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. Say, hey. Baby, I got your money. Hey, sorry. Baby, I got your money. Don't you worry. Said, hey. Baby, I got your money. So, Mandy Rose came down, and oh my God, she has dark hair. It's not black. I don't know what you would call it. If there are any women around, can they let me know? I think it's classified as, like, brown, maybe. I don't know. And it was such a shocking moment. It's sort of up there with when The Undertaker's streak ended. She went like this. It's kind of, you know, when Kane finally revealed his face, took the mask off, turned around like that, and we were like, ah! Like, they were like, ah! It was amazing. Oh, you should have been there. Brown hair. Gasp. Triple H just had another heart attack. He probably did. Probably did. Can't believe it. I bet they're like, when do we tell him? He's like, you know, he's on the road to recovery. And they're like, have you told him yet? And they're like, no, not yet. He's not ready yet. He's not ready. And Steph's like, told him what? Mandy's dyed her hair. She's not blonde anymore. She's not blonde anymore. She's gone brown. Don't tell him. Oh, God, don't tell him. Don't tell him. He doesn't need that news right now. He doesn't need that right now. Not after finding out that Adam Cole's gone as well. We don't need to tell him that the blonde hair's gone from Mandy Rose. Oh, my God. He opens his eyes, and the first thing he says when his eyes open is, how's Mandy's hair? It's fine. It's fine. And it's definitely still blonde. It's definitely still blonde. You rest up. You rest up, my little brave soldier. I'm playing the role of Steph here. Yeah. And he opens his eyes. All in, so open his eyes like, how's Mandy's hair? So, yeah, they're going to have to break it to him eventually. Mandy's not blonde anymore. Vince wishes her well in her future endeavours. He wishes the blonde hair well in its future endeavours. I feel like the matches are quick, says David Robert Woods. Bill said, I wonder what Otis thinks about this. I don't think they're together anymore, to be honest. I don't think they're together. I think that's why he's a little moody moodathon. A little moody moodatron, isn't he? Because he's not with her anymore. I hope the show will pick up again, says Shola. Corvid said, do you think Bron Breakker will replace O'Reilly in the main event? Oh, yeah, we should have mentioned that O'Reilly got beaten up backstage, didn't he? I don't know. Does that mean that it's going to be a triple threat, or will it be that someone else replaces? Do I think Bron Breakker will be that person? I don't think so. Be a bit quick to give him the NXT title, wouldn't it? But I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what's going to go down in NXT 2.0 town. Kyle could be injured and they might have a replacement. How Mandy Rose is going to look at Triple H without telling him. She's just going to keep her hood up. Mandy's days in WWE are numbered. Brown hair doesn't fit Mandy Rose. Who attacked Kyle backstage? I could tell you, but the chat's going to tell you instead. People in the chat will let you know. I can't tell you everything. I've got to give other people a chance to explain things. I mean, I definitely did see that it was 2 people. We've got a six person. There's quite a bit of room outside the ring, isn't there? There's quite a bit of room. But I do think, do you know what I love? I love the fact there's no barricade really to like be throwing people into now. I sort of like that. Sorry. It's really going to focus in-ring. The action's going to be very much in-ring, I think. Kick out by Gigi. Saray is... I like the fact that we've come back and the match has started as well. So I said earlier that I really like the fact that this should be a house show. This should be a show for the people there that we get to see. And if we have to go to commercial break and we miss something, then so be it. They'll fill us in when we come back. But I personally wouldn't book the show for people watching at home. If you come back and the match has ended, so be it. The match has ended. Here's what you missed during the commercial break. So it's got a nice energy about it. We've come back and the match is underway. Like it's not like we're waiting for the bell to sound. Like they were already laying into each other at quite a fast pace as well. Cal, shout out to you. Says love to everyone here. Cal, hope you are well, buddy. Cal W95, smiley face. Hope you're enjoying the new NXT 2.0. What if Erling Haaland replaces Kyle? What if Erling Haaland replaces Kyle? Oh, what? Yeah, Thingy Parker. He's not ready, is he? He can't be ready. He's not. He's only had like a little bit of training. I mean, could they put him in that match and just have him do a few little bumps? Maybe, but unless you're gonna like use him on TV on a regular basis, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really expecting to see him this year. Kind of get the feeling that he'll do some house shows and then we'll see him like more so next year. But it all depends where he is in his wrestling training. Mandy is in there. She scoops up Casey. Plants Casey down. 1, 2... Kick out. Odyssey Jones, maybe. Odyssey Jones is a good shout. Odyssey Jones is a good shout. Cal said, I'm loving it. Just wish wrestling Twitter would give it a chance. Forget him. Forget him. If people don't like it, that's absolutely fine, because this isn't going to be to everyone's taste. And there'll be people that were really into what we had before. That are going to miss what we had before, so I understand that. You know, change can sometimes take a bit of time to get used to, but listen, I learned a long time ago that wrestling Twitter only makes up a very small percentage of the wrestling community, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Daz by Nature said, did you hear that Bray could show up at Full Gear? That would be a huge pop. Yeah, I think that's when his non-compete runs out, isn't it? I am not about it with her hair. 1. Just a 1. 1 for JC Jane. James Chadwick said, Twitter and patience don't go hand in hand. That is true. That is true. Underneath the legs, Casey Catanzaro trying to make the tag. Nice. Caden knocks down JC, knocks down Mandy, and again. Duck underneath. Elbows coming back by Mandy. Drop kick by Caden. Caden charging over, colliding into Mandy and JC. Drop kick into JC as well. I like Caden. I kind of wish Caden was a solo star, to be honest. I think she could be quite good. Nice. That's nice. That's nice. Nice little roll through. Kick to the side of the head. 1, 2. Another kick to the side of the head by JC. JC... nice scissor kick, though, by Casey. We got Casey, we got JC, we got Caden, we got... What happened to, like, Sue and Pam? Pamela? Susan? Barbara? Where are all these women? Strikes coming in by... I only just noticed the referee shirt. So, the referee shirt's got a new patch on it. A new patch that's got, it's black. It's just a square patch and it's got the new logo on, as you would expect, but I never even thought about that. That's good. That's good. They've not missed that. This is awesome. This is awesome. Strike by Mandy Rose. Mandy Rose gets the pin on Kadam. I sort of feel like this is decent would have been the better chant. This is decent. This is decent. This is pretty good. It wasn't an awesome stage. But it seems like the crowd were. NXT 2.0. Mandy gets the win. That's a fun match. What are you complaining about? I'm not complaining. I'm just not saying that it didn't deserve an awesome chant. Kind of feel like the awesome chants are sort of reserved for like really special matches. Don't know that like things that are just, you know, pretty fun deserve the "this is awesome" chant. I don't feel like the old NXT crowd would have done that. This is the new NXT though, isn't it? Got to move with the times, boomer. Daniel said, I saw Meltzer report that the rumoured date of Bray's debut... Oh, okay, we're seeing... hang on. We got Candice. There is Indy. Yeah, take the hat off. You should think she is wearing a beanie indoors. Here's Ridge. That's his boobs. Got a good close-up of his boobs. Jury's out on Ridge Holland for me. I don't even know. What's this jacket? What is this jacket? What's the jacket meant to be? It's just a jacket. He sort of wears like a flat cap and he comes down with like a truncheon. I sort of feel like it's based on like Peaky Blinders or something. But then the jacket just doesn't fit. It's like he's borrowed it from Ciampa. Jury's out. Right, anyway, forget the jury. We are going to get halftime scores. What's your halftime scores? What are your halftime scores this Friday? I'm going to smash him. As soon as I smash Finn Balor. Extreme Rules. Roman versus the Demon. It doesn't say the Demon King. It just says the Demon. It's interesting. 7.5. Bron Breakker out of 10. 6, 7, 6. Digging how the entire arena changes for entrances. 7, 7.5, 6.5, 9.32. Dylan says 7. LSW says 7.5. Robin says 7. 7. Hang on. Man, this is going quick. Elias is going to replace O'Reilly. Frenchie says 7. Justin says 7. Future Comp says 7. Brian says 7. Brad G says 7. 6.5 from Anna. 7.5 from LSW. Austin with a 7. Gable Stevenson is going to replace O'Reilly. Apparently he's not going to NXT. JDE Mech says 7.5. Justin says 7. Frenchie says 7. Draco says 7. Lots of 7s. Funky Fresh says 3. J14 says 7. Ryan says 7.5. Donnie says 7. 6.5 from Legend Killer. 4 from Devontae. 7 from Brony. Will it be the wedding or the title match that will finish the show? I would think the title match. Von Wagner is Cal Bloom. 7 says Brony. 7 says Sonny. 6 says Christian the King. 6.5 says Legend Killer. 7 says J14. Eddie says 5. Hollywood Purgatory says 2. LJ Evans says 8. Smurfy says 7. Brony says 7. Noah said, I love the show, but it feels longer than Raw. It's only been an hour and 10 minutes. Jennifer Lockhart says 7.25. Daniel says 7.95. Rectile Dysfunction says 6. Hasn't even been all that, just looks different. Hodge Burn It Down says 8. Really enjoying it. Butterspark says Mandy, 10 out of 10. Okay. Days, will the wedding... I answered it. I think it'll be the title. They haven't announced, but I think it's the title. Kenny says 2. Shola said, I hope after the show I'm... Wait for it. Bout it. Yeah. I mean, you've got to say that at least stuck in mind. I mean, as much as wasn't a fan of that segment, definitely the bout it thing has come. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but it's definitely come out of the show. Hodge Burn It Down says 8. Really enjoying this. Nelson says 7. Jack Ayla says this is bout it. 10 out of 10. Clap, clap, clap. Tingling said, do you think NXT will update the belts? Give them a new look now that it's NXT 2.0. I would imagine so. I mean, I'm only guessing, but I would imagine so because they've got, like, they don't have the new logo on. So they're going to have to change it for that reason, you would think. So, yeah. Mandy Rose looks like Tomb Raider. Doubt it. Bout it annoys me a lot, says Austin. I saw Meltzer report the date of Bray's debut. It's in Brody's hometown of Rochester, New York. Not Full Gear, but both are possibilities. 6.5. CCSYT said definitely not bout it with a halftime score of 6. Many weak segments, and I can't give much love to the Rainbow because I miss black and gold just as much. How can they have Holland and Haaland in the same brand? Shut up with the bout it. Oh, seems to be grinding people's gears. Bout it. Leave it, leave your man at home. You've done it on the corners and the pockets full grown. And the money and the friends. And it's another funny and the club is bout it. I don't know why that's in my head. Destiny's Child. Brilliant. Announcements. There's an attack. Kyle O'Reilly cannot take part. It's not clear. It's not cleared. It's not happening. Even William Regal's office has been updated. Look, green walls. What's going on? Von Wagner is going to be in. He's big. I mean, he's bigger than Regal. Von Wagner is going to be in it. Cal Bloom. Oh, Drake Maverick's back. Wow, Von Wagner. Is Von Wagner going to be the new NXT champion? Is he going to be the new NXT champion? Von Wagner. It's a bad name, innit? I can't imagine Von Wagner, or whatever he's called, being the main event of WrestleMania. I can't imagine Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar versus Von Wagner. I can't. It's not a good. It's not bout it. I ain't about it. Von Wagner. Who's Von Wagner? He is Cal Bloom. One of the Beverly Brothers kids, I think. I thought Drake was on Raw. He is living his best life. Von Wagner is one half of the Von Erichs. That is not true. Strikes coming in by Drake Maverick. Days, stop it with bout it. Oh, you ladies, live your man at home. Pockets full of ballers and your pockets full grown. Bout it. Days, I'm watching the new NXT, says Legend Killer. Guess what, Legend Killer? So am I. Shout out to you. What the hell is a Von Wagner? Well, we're going to find out. He might be a new NXT champion. That's what he might be. When he goes to the main roster, he'll be called Waggy. He'll be called Shorty W. That's what he'll be called. Right. Tommaso. Von Wagner is in. How the flip did Von Wagner get into a fatal four-way for the NXT title? Austin is not about it. Well, listen, I can't say that anymore because it's upsetting people. When Triple H gets out of hospital, he should punch Vince in the face and say, "That's it, I'm all elite." I mean, in all fairness, if he did that and recorded it, it would get mad views. If they want views, that would do it. Right, we've got the Creed brothers, who I know are super over with Vince and whatever. The higher-ups, which I'm guessing is Vince. Who's that? Oh, the woman! I forget her name. She's come out with them. That's cool. The Creed brothers. I tell you what, actually, now that you've got that woman, I don't know her name, and the Creed brothers, you're starting to get quite an interesting looking faction here. Could you see Diamond Mine going into Raw or SmackDown and invading? It's actually starting to look all right now. It's starting to look all right. I still don't like Fold the Arms, man. But I love Roderick Strong. He's a great leader. Creed brothers are meant to be legit. I love that the woman's amazing. MMA trained background. Absolutely jacked. She's a little bit small. She's not like China, but she's cool. She looks cool. I could get into it. This should be brutal. Robin said Creed brothers were amazing last week. I was really hoping that Carmelo Hayes would be in the Fatal 4-Way. Is the Asian dude ever going to wrestle? What's his name? Suzuki or something. Let's have a look. Diamond Mine NXT. Diamond Mine. Yeah, it is Hashiman is what I think, is that his name? Hideki Suzuki is his name. Hideki Suzuki. And he's wrestled he's competed in NWA. And he's wrestled in Big Japan Pro Wrestling. So he is Hachiman, I think is what they're calling him. Sounds like a kid's toy. You know what I mean? Oh, I need to get a Hachiman for my son. Yeah, he loves Hachiman. He absolutely loves Hachiman. You have to put water on it and a little man pops out. It's amazing. You have to hatch a man. Hachiman. Vape Ross Vape said, I have issues with 2.0. How do I downgrade? You can't. You can't. Once you've upgraded, once you've accepted the upgrade, and you all did, you all welcomed it into your hearts, I'm afraid there's no going back. All the old files have been deleted, so this is it. Just got to learn to love 2.0. You've got to be bout it. Gotta catch 'em all. Hatchie man. He got punched 3 times and can't compete because of that. Okay. Diamond Mine could be a stable where they can filter in and out new members. Pokemon Hachiman. Yeah. Starting on Sunday, Pokemon Hachiman. It's a good show, but there's nothing that makes me want to tune in every week so far. So is that new NXT logo on screen for real? Yep. Hello. Who's this guy? It's... Who's he? Hey, my family, they got interests in the fish market and the meat market. Named All America. There's no money to be made in amateur wrestling, which is true. The real money is in NXT. Tony D'Angelo coming soon. I like those vignettes. Tony D'Angelo. Right, a couple of jobs. We're being introduced to a lot of people, aren't we? Hey, Tony D'Angelo's coming, guys. Hey, I said to my ma, I was like, I'll go down the fish market, but I can't go down the fish market and the meat market, because by the time I do that, the meat market will be closed. And she was like, oh, Tony, why are you making life so difficult? And I was like, Ma, what can I can't be in 2 places at the same time, Ma? And she was like, Tony, I've had to do this all my life. And I was like, Ma, what? Always giving me problems, Ma. Yeah, I like him. The Creed brothers, ring gear doesn't suit this new NXT. It's a lovely juxtaposition. They are in black singlets. And, yeah. They're not here to sparkle and impress you. Oh, my God. Did you see the way he threw him? Then his head was proper close to the floor. And actually, the referee has just come over to check that he's not paralyzed. Literally just hurled him. But the way that he threw him, when he actually released him, the dude's head was so close to the ground. When he impacted, the ref was straight over. I think the first question was, are you still alive? Hangs him up onto that top rope. Creed brothers, man, they're pretty hard hitting. Julius Creed. This is Julius Creed. Julius Creed is the one that has been like, apparently he picks stuff up really quick and they're really impressed with him. That's amazing. Julius Creed that is awesome. That is awesome. Julius Creed was like wrestling and he just grabbed the guy's arm, went like that, and he made them tag. He chucked that guy out. The guy on the outside held him in. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. I don't know if I've ever seen, like, someone actually, like, make the tag for the other team. Right, tag him in. It's like Weekend at Bernie's. Oh my god, look at the power. This team is amazing. They are amazing. That was really cool. Julius planting down, flips over. Oof. Hard hitting. 1, 2, 3. Mamma mia! That was cool. Pulling down on the straps. I like them. I really like Diamond Mine. I really like Diamond Mine now. I wasn't into them at first, but they've really grown on me. I really... I've been wanting to see that woman for a while as well, because she used to be in the crowd in this building. God, isn't that weird? This is the same place where we used to have Raw and SmackDown at the Performance Center. Same place. Just think of the journey that building has been on over the past 2 years. She's got like chains around her neck as well. She looks so cool. What's her name? I want to know her name. I want it to be called something like Barbarella Payne or something. Yes. Newest member. Ivy Nile. That's alright, I'll take that. Ivy Nile. I like Ivy Nile. I'm on board. Sign me up. She's got like her head shaved at the side. I want to see Ivy Nile against Zoe Stark. She's got diamond shaved into the side of her head. She is ripped as well. The star of NBC's Titan Games. I reckon they hired her because she already had a diamond carved into the side of her head. Here's Kushida. Kushida's got a problem. He does not like women. I don't know. Why is he here? You talk too much. Kushida says he is ready. How cool is this? You can go to that place and see Kushida. What's her name? Ivy Nile. She's cool. Next week. He's had a look. He's checked his calendar. I can do next week. Next week looks alright. I can do that. Is Dexter... Oh, you are... We've only got... How have we only got half an hour for a fatal four-way and a wedding? A fatal four-way match for the NXT Championship and a flipping wedding in half an hour? Yeah, let's ask him about Edge. She doesn't want to talk about it. Adam, she said Adam. Adam is at home recuperating right now. Main event time. So is the wedding going to be last? NXT Championships, the same belt as always. Here's Peter. Peter! The Bruiserweight. Alright, here we go. So the wedding is last? Apparently the wedding is going to be above the... I don't get that. I really don't get that. What's his name? Wagner? I can't believe it. Dunne. Wagner. Peter. Peter's here. Peter. 20-minute match, 10-minute wedding. Perfect. Why isn't life always that way, eh? Dunne. Von Wagner. We've got L.A. Knight. And we've got someone else. Someone else in it. Ciampa. There we go. No. Who the hell is Ciampa? Ciampa. It's Dunne, Wagner, L.A. Knight, and Ciampa. We all know Ciampa. It's a brand new superstar. Ciampa. Oh, Peter. Peter. I'm about it with the Creed brothers. They're cool, aren't they? Imagine Scarlett is the one who Dexter cheats with. I don't want to think about Dexter cheating. That's not the life I want to think about. Rectile Dysfunction said, the show so far has been pretty much AEW dark. Red Devil says, get the Diamond faction as much gold as possible. Sorry, but Indy, not a fan, and the angle makes Lumis look... The angle makes Lumis look... Where did that go? Soft, says Blaze Radio. Daves, do you think we see Poppy crash the wedding? I don't think so. Wedding being last, something has to happen. Dexter is a fine young man. I love the show so much. So many matches, limited promos, says Houston. Did O'Reilly get kicked because he's hurt? Yeah. NXT The C show now. I think it's always been that. I think it's always been the third brand. But, well, the third show, if you will. But I don't think they're trying to position it that way. This is developmental. You have been introduced to a lot of new people tonight. Some of them have worked. Some of them haven't. But there's been a lot. It definitely feels like a different NXT. It definitely feels different to what we've been seeing. Obviously, that's helped by the new space. But so many different faces around as well. There is a different energy to the show. They should call Karrion Kross just Cross because it's clear Scarlett did the Carrion. Wonder if a fight will break out at the wedding, says Mike. LSW said, I hate the weddings being last. They're telling us that a wedding is more important than an NXT title. Yes, LSW. And do you know why? Because there's some people in this world that appreciate love and companionship and relationships. Yeah? And spending time with someone and not just thinking about themselves. Yeah? There's people out there. I mean, not me. But there's people out there that appreciate, you know, a nice love story and all of that kind of positivity, yeah? I personally prefer watching people rip each other apart, trying to achieve individual success. Maybe shared success in regards to a tag team. But, I don't know. I think there's a chance that we get something pretty big go down here. If it is last, I have to think it's last. I agree with I agree with Mr. Chadwick. There has to be a reason. Pete Dunne's in there. LA Knight is in there. Here is Von Wagner, and they're giving him an entrance. LA Knight has come down without one, but we did see him earlier. Von Wagner's got an interesting entrance. It's kind of like a circle of fire. Not sure I care for his entrance music. It's pretty generic, like bum bum bum, bum 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 bum. It feels like a first theme. Feels like the kind of theme that you get handed to you at first, and then as you know, prove yourself, you get a better theme. is Ciampa. I think they use the entrance well. The screen's either side of the entrance. You got Ciampa's eyes, and then he walks out, like, from his nose. There he is, look, staring at Goldie. He's got a beautiful relationship with that belt. I am unsingularly attached, but available for plumbing issues, says William. Okay. I've got some plumbing issues, actually, if you want to pop round. Genuinely, I've got a sink that won't drain. That's not a euphemism. I really do have a sink that's, I think, blocked. I think it's the hard water around here. That's the problem. Come on, Ciampa. Get Goldie back. Where is this arena? Spain. It's in Spain. It's on the Costa del McMahon, which is a little part of Spain that the McMahons own. Dunne attacks Kyle. LA Knight already fought. Wagner is new. Ciampa wins title, says Blaze Radio. Roll up by LA Knight. Boom. DDT by LA Knight. We have a Wagner in the card. What happened to O'Reilly? He went to the cinema. No, he's injured. Storm has arrived. It's very windy. Yet again, Days regrets reading Williams' messages. I don't think there's been a single message of Williams that I've ever read that I haven't immediately regretted straight after. Ugh, that was a nasty stomp by Peter. Peter. That was quite nasty. Stamping on the arm of Wagner. We've got Dunne and Ciampa. These two going at it. Nicole, shout out to you. Days looked like a banana went up his... I'm sorry. I don't want to start regretting everyone's messages that I'm going to be reading from now on. LB said, I'm rooting for Tommaso Ciampa. I miss the black and gold, says Kevin. Fake Ross Vape said, Knight wins. He is a Vince guy, not a wrestler. Against the ropes goes Ciampa. Pete Dunne jumps over the top clothesline and Tommaso goes down. Pete Dunne. Hey, forget about it. He could hang out with Tony DeMarlio or whatever he's called. Hey, Ma, you want me to go to the meat market? You want me to go to the fish market? I can't go to all of the markets, Ma. Not at the same time. Pete Dunne can hang around with him. They can venture to all the markets. You get to go to a market, and you get to go to a market, and you get to go... I think I get to the point where I just start having my own conversations. I start making up my own worlds with the wrestlers, and I start having my own fun. Right, we've gone to a commercial, what I like to call a commercial break. And we are, I think when we left, Von Wagner was standing tall, doing some good stuff. Anna said, here we go. Upsetting every New Yorker possible. Hey, go get me a bagel. Why do I not have a bagel? What you gotta do around here to get a bagel? Scary, innit? I mean, I was a professionally trained actor. So... the newbie is pretty amazing in this match, says Black Dino. Days, will the ghost banana be at the wedding? Will he unpeel himself? Revealing himself to be El Gran Gordo. Maybe. Who is going to marry them? Who have they got? Who is this guy? I want answers. I like how Austin Theory thought he'd got a priest. A proper priest. And it was Damian Priest, who's not a priest. I like that. It says to me that Austin Theory is still being presented as a bit of a klutz. A little bit of an idiot. A little bit spaced out. I like that. I missed him. Where's he been? I missed the little fella. I wonder if he's back now or what's happening. What's happening? I want answers. How long have we got? 20 odd minutes. Dexter doesn't talk, so how is he going to say I do? Will it be with a picture? I think so. I think he's probably got I do written on a bit of paper. Von Wagner looks like Edge, Carly, and Nash rolled into one. Edgy Carly, Nash. Days, his name is Tony Angelino. Eh! My name is... Of course his name's Tony. Of course it is. I'm surprised it's not Don Tonio. Hey, my name is Don Tonio. He's got... there's definitely things on the show you can have some fun with. The reports were that Johnny is going to be a major heel starting tonight when he turns heel. Von Wagner wins. That'll be a shock, says Brony. Vince's pet project will win tonight. What happened to the women's championship match? I don't know. It got cancelled. But no one seems to know why. No more Mamma Mia chants after this. I'm going to my first house show next week. I'm excited. Matthew, have fun. Have fun. Right, we got Tommaso charging into LA Knight. We're now charging into Peter Dunne. He's now charging back into LA Knight. That's been confirmed. Now, against the ropes. Takes down LA Knight and Pete Dunne. Ciampa. Doing Ciampa things. Tommaso. Here's Von Wagner. Back body drop. And stomp onto the hands by Pete Dunne. Kick of the head by Pete Dunne. Kick to the back of the head by Pete Dunne. Oh, that's nasty. 1, 2. Wagner making the save. Alex Bloomfield, shout out to you. Days, this match sucks. Do you agree? It's only just started, to be honest, hasn't it? I haven't really seen much of it. I mean, I'm not a fan of multiple-person matches, to be perfectly honest. So, I mean, it's going to have to be... It's really going to go some to impress me. DDT. Draping DDT. I mean, you can get good triple threats and good fatal four-ways. And, I mean, this hasn't really got time to wait around. So, you know, it should have a good pace to it, but... Ciampa over the top, comes crashing down. Right, yeah, I'm already out. I'm already out. Stupid spot where all three are on the outside. Ciampa falls on top of them and wipes out all three. We're just going through a list of stupid spots that I hate. Yeah, don't need that bit. Knee strike to the side of the head by Ciampa. Ciampa's got Pete Dunne. He's going to pick him up. No. Pete Dunne's got the fingers of Tommaso. Snaps them. Snaps the fingers. Looks like he's going for a pump handle. Bitter end. Connects. Here's LA Knight. Chucks Pete Dunne out the ring. Here's Von Wagner. Oh, man. There's a lot of blood from LA Knight to... Oh, it's only a 2. There's a lot of blood. Referee's got a tissue. Ah, the referee's putting a tissue on the head of LA Knight. Ah, Does he tuck him in bed as well and read him a story? Ah. Oh, it's the referee looking after you. Oh, isn't that nice? Let's see how the camera's not looking at it. The camera at the moment is really focused on what's in the ring, but right now the oh, it's the referee looking after LA Knight. Oh, you got a boo-boo. You got a boo-boo. You have a tissue. Hold the tissue onto your head. Oh, you've got lots of blood, have you? Oh. This is wrestling. Get on with it. Get on with it, man. If you bleed out, don't you? This is professional wrestling. You know what you signed up for. We want blood. We want blood. We want blood. Oh, I'm sorry. I've got a little boo-boo. Have you got a tissue? Sorry to trouble you, referee, but I've got a little boo-boo. Have you got a tissue at all? It's coming down the side of my face. LA baby. Let alone LA Knight. LA baby. LA baby up on top. Oof, big superplex. Is Von. Double underhook. Von plants down LA Knight. 1, 2. And Ciampa makes the save. Ciampa makes the save. If he dies, he dies. Ciampa. 1, 2, 3. Oh, Ciampa's done it. Ciampa's done it! Oh, the scenes! Goldie's back home! Goldie is back home! Yes! Goldie is home! Give it to him! Give it to him! Look at his face! His baby's back! I got my baby back ribs! I got my baby back ribs! Tommaso Ciampa has done it. I thought, I really thought that was going to be Von Wagner for some reason that was going to win it, but it's not. It is what I like to call Tommaso Ciampa that is the winner. Yeah! Let's effing go! Let's effing go! Look, I think this is a good call. I think this is a really good call because it's going to be a good way to connect. You know, those people that are feeling a little bit out in the wilderness. Those people that, you know who you are. You're out there. You're a bit scared. Don't like change. Oh, I don't like it. I don't like change. Well, look. Goldie is back with Ciampa. And that's going to give you the feel-goods. You've got the feel-goods now. Please tune in next week. That's what Vince has done. God damn. Let's put the title on Ciampa so they tune in next week. Goldie. And, oh, that's good. The entrance stage says, and new NXT champion, Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa has done it. It is wedding time. It is wedding time. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. There we go. Look, we've got the image that the world wants to see. And that is Tommaso Ciampa reunited with Goldie. I love the entrance stage just. Entrance stage just looked awesome. I wish there was an image of that somewhere. Let's check a quick video out, shall we? Big breaking news. Tommaso Ciampa is the new NXT champion. A fatal four-way just took place in the new home of NXT, not known as the CWC anymore. No longer the Capital Wrestling Center, but that'll have to be for another time. Instead, we're focused on Goldie being reunited with Ciampa. Obviously, a fatal four-way. Kyle O'Reilly was removed. We got Von Wagner inserted instead, and did wonder if he was going to win it. But it didn't go that way. LA Knight was in it as well. Of course, Pete Dunne being the fourth person, but it was Tommaso that was victorious. We do have a new NXT champion, and it is someone that's been NXT champion before. People are buzzing about this. Social media exploding as we speak. I think people are going to like this. I think this is a popular choice. People love Tommaso. People love Goldie. And I think this is going to be, as we said, you know, a popular choice that's hopefully going to want to get people to tune in again next week, because I think the reaction to the changes in NXT is a little bit divided. But I think Tommaso being back on top, being the champion, there's so many great matches he can have now. So, yeah, big news. Big breaking news. Tommaso Ciampa is the new NXT champion. We're moving on to the wedding. It's time. It's bright, isn't it? I keep forgetting how bright this is whenever we go back to this background. It is the wedding that we're going over to, but at the moment we are still looking at a little recap. You're not missing anything. Don't want anyone to think that there's marriages going on and you're not being told about it. We've just got a little video package. How the flip do you spell Tommaso? That's my question. How the flip do you spell Tommaso? I've wondered that a few times. I think it's double M, isn't it? Double M. Tommaso Ciampa wins WWE NXT Championship. Boom. Right, we just seen last week when they went to on that bachelor party. NXT 2.0 news. That's what I'm going to put. Guys, I've got big break in NXT 2.0 news. We've got a new champion. His name, Tommaso. Tommaso champion. Tommaso champion. I'm just an idea machine. I don't know why. I'm just wasted here. They could be selling Tommaso champion shirts. NXT 2.0 news. Ciampa beats Von Wagner, Pete Dunne, and the other one, and LA Knight to be reunited with the NXT Championship, aka, oh, there's Io Shirai, aka Goldie. We've got the Grizzled! The Grizzled young veterans making their way down. They're from a place I like to call Liverpool. And are we going to a commercial break? Have we got 9 minutes is what we've got. That's enough time to get married, isn't it? It's got enough time to get married. Get married in 9 minutes. I think that's how long the Anna and Austin wedding is going to last. Might be how long their wedding lasts, to be honest. But 9 minutes, that'll do. Do you take this person? Yep. Do you? Yep. Alright. Do a little kiss thing and then we can all move on. Do a little... one of them. Do one of them. And then we can all move on with our lives. Gotta go. We've got to get down to the fish market. Hey, Ma, why you keep going on about the fish market? I love Tony. He made a big impression on me. I'm all about it, Right. Looks great. LA Knight lost. He did. There's going to be an overrun. WWE is doing it for the fans now. Here we go. Wedding. Wedding time. 5-minute overrun. Why has it got to overrun? What's this overrun about? I don't get it. Stupid overrun. Weddings in WWE never go to plan. Yes, but this is the new NXT, so there's every chance that this one will. There's every chance. We have to believe that this one is going to be absolutely perfect, and this one will definitely go to plan. It sucks that LA Knight got pinned twice. Oh, did LA Knight get pinned twice? Oh. Yeah, it does suck. If you are an LA Knight fan, then yes, it does suck. Tommaso Ciampa wins the WWE NXT Championship. Goldie is home. WWE NXT. Yeah, the match was all right. I wasn't blown away by the match, in all fairness. Goldie is home. I don't think I'm a fan of NXT anymore, says Ryan. Come on, Ryan. Turn that frown upside down. Yeah? There's lots to look forward to. Right, we're, there's a wedding? There's a wedding to look forward to. Right, so we are still at a commercial break. This program, NXT 2.0. You should have dressed in a tuxedo. People were saying that, but I mean, NXT have rushed it, so you know what I mean. It's a wedding that's being given 10 minutes. Right, we've got Dexter. Dexter's in the ring. We've got the Jacket Man. Isn't that Hatchie Man, actually? Thinking about it, isn't the Jacket Man Hatchie Man? Johnny is making his way down. There is Indy, and oh, she looks beautiful. I mean, she does, in all fairness. They're doing a weird, like, step thing. I don't think that's what you meant to do. Here is Indy. Austin Theory's there. Cameron Grimes. There's quite a few superstars in the ring. But what's going to happen? There must be some... I mean, Tommaso's just won. Someone said earlier that Johnny's going to turn... Johnny's turning heel. The crowd, I don't know how much the crowd are into it, to be honest. There's been a few people shouting a few things out. Have you got the rings? Okay. So the jacket guy, who I think might be called Hatchiman, opens up his jacket and he's like, yeah, 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 yeah. They could sell something on WWE Shop where he's just there like this, and you like press a button and he goes, yeah, 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 like that. That'd be kind of fun. Just a little thing. You just keep pressing it, it just keeps doing it. Dexter's got a hatchet. He's threatening people. Is there a Dexter Lumis chant? It's not like NXT to do like things like this in the ring.
You're misunderstood by so many people. While many people see you as a creep, I see you as my cuddly teddy bear.
I see you as my cuddly teddy bear.
Some people see you as a stalker, but what I see is a caring man with a well-groomed mustache and tight clothes that never takes his eyes off me. I find it so sweet how you're always following me, watching my every move.
I find it sweet how you're always following me and watching my every move. Dexter is going to talk for the first time. Dexter's my freak. I'll always remember that one time when you snuck into my bedroom when Johnny and Candice were sleeping. They looked freaked out that he was in their house and they didn't even know. Regia Production says Dexter's going to talk like Kane did for the first time. Okay, so Indy said that she loves Dexter. Now the vows. God, this is taking a while. This feels like the longest 10-minute wedding I've ever seen. Thumbs up! Thumbs up! It's a thumbs up. That's it. What do you want? That's his vows. All of his vows. Did this guy not see the hatchet? Are you nervous? Like the... Oh, he's putting him to... Oh, this is going to be a problem. He's definitely got anger issues. He's put the priest been choked out. Is there a priest chant? Regal. Regal. Look at Regal's face. Regal's like... Regal. 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 Regal should do it. Beth. Beth's gonna do it. Of course Beth's gonna do it. Beth should have done it from the start. Beth Phoenix is marrying him. Hi. She got ordained last night. Yay! Of course she did. Of course she did. She was worried this was going to happen. Did someone say Andre Chase? No, I didn't even know that was his name. Look at Odyssey. Look at Odyssey, man. Look at Odyssey. You see Odyssey then just get up in the background. Just eclipse the whole show. He just got up like this and he went, that's terrifying. Odyssey Jones. I love him. Can we get the rings? Yeah. Got them. Here we go. What's it building towards? Odyssey chants.
Do you take Dexter to be your wedded husband? To have and to
What the heck is going on? Wow. It's not something you really think of when you think NXT. But it is in line with the vignettes we've been seeing. NXT was doing okay, and then this, says Blaze Radio. Adam Cole must be relieved that he escaped this.
Do you, Dexter Lumis, take Indy Hartwell to be your wedded wife, to have and to hold from this
So is he gonna? He's gonna say something now. He's gonna have to say something. I don't think, unless he's got a bit of paper in the pocket.
love and to cherish until death do you part?
Yeah, he doesn't say anything.
We'll take it as a yes.
Beth's like, we'll take it as a yes. Ooh, what's he doing? What's happening now? He speaks. Yay! I do. Yeah! Is that the big ending? He actually spoke. Is that going to be the ending of the show? They kiss. Beth married him. His first words. And those are his very first words as well. This is wrestling. This is wrestling. Man, I bet his parents just fell over on the floor. They're showing off the hatchet again in case anyone forgot. Pick me up. There we go, and he does. Thumbs up from Indy. We're backstage. There's Tommaso. Tommaso's got Goldie. Oh, here's Bron. The wedding's gone all right. Okay, I'm glad we're ending with Tommaso. Congrats on the first win. Oh, there's a bit of heat here. Weird ending. Weird ending. Weird ending. Now let's get your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think? They've gone 7 minutes over. It's a fake hatchet, says David Conley. Oh, come on. Come on, it can't be. Don't shatter everything. I'm very much of the belief that these two are properly married. So don't go start telling me that that's not even a real hatchet. Ciampa is champ now. The past staring into the eyes of the future, says Draco Arsehole. Nose breathes ends the show. NXT under Vince and Pritchard's. Okay, that was weird. Is that the first successful wedding in It might be. Do you know, it might be. 7.5, says Anna. Wedding took it way down, says Corvid. Went to a 6. Charlotte says 8. Mo Rose says 7.5. I love what they're doing with Bron Breakker, says LSW. Good, 8.25. William said, I'm sorry, it's 10 out of 10. Mo Rose says 7.5. Justin says 8.5. Mud Trucker says 8.3. Moldy Spoon says 6.75. LSW says 8. Pretty decent says it's smooth talent. Austin says 7. Wan says 8. King says 8.5. Zoom Station says 7. Legend Killer says 7. 1987 Big Fan says 6. Matches are not up to mark. Looks like a typical Raw show, but atmosphere is better, was that? Wedding was great. Awesome. First show for the revamped brand, says City Gonzalez. Don says 775. It was a good show. Loved the wedding. There were so many swerves. Didn't really know what was about to go down. Jay says 7.5. Austin says 7.5. 7.5. 725. Ledge Killer says 7. Matthew said, today was my first time watching NXT and I'm giving it an 8. -7. The show was horrible, says Johnny. Bout it, out of 10. Jennifer Lockhart says 775. Weird NXT, says Gilipanio, is it? Yeah, I do agree it was a weird one. 10 out of 10. I do declare I might have the vapors. It felt like I was watching wrestling on MTV. 6.5. 6, 7.5, 7.25, 7.5, 7. Rectile Dysfunction said, I don't know why I bothered watching. Damien says 8. Butterspark says 8.25. Bruce says 0. Dylan says 7.5. Blaze Radio says show 7, wedding 0. Yeah, I think the wedding was very much like the vignettes. It was the same humor as the vignettes, but in front of an audience that are like shouting stuff, and it doesn't land the same. It doesn't land. Like, I don't think the humor was always laugh out loud anyway. I think the comedy is, it's easy. It's family friendly kind of comedy stuff in those vignettes. But there's always some nice little moments. In the vignettes, for example, I liked it when Dexter was choking people out and then Johnny would quickly come round and shoot them and he was getting all the points. Like, I like that. Little things like that I thought was pretty cool. But with this live kind of vignette in front of a crowd, I would say some of the humour, good chunk of the humour was missing the mark. But overall, like, it was all right. I wouldn't mind more segments like that as long as the humour is done a bit better. And actually, I think part of the problem as well is that you're doing it on a rebranded show, so there's so many distractions and everything that it feels a bit out of place. If this had been something people were really on board with, and it's something that had been built really well. I mean, the build has been all right. I think people are on board with the wedding, but I just kind of think it's a bit rushed, and I think there was a few people heckling. It obviously wasn't for everyone, and I think all of that kind of counted against it in the end. So for me, the wedding was, yeah, so. Had some nice moments. I like it when he finally spoke and everyone erupts. That was really cool. So there's a few moments in it. But yeah, I'd agree. The wedding was a bit so-so. I really like the new setting. It's a place that I want to go to. I like the entranceway. I think that works well. I like how the matches are shot. I think the Creed brothers look really good. I love Ivy Nile. I love her. She looks amazing with the chains around her neck as well. She looks really cool. So I love her. I love the Creed brothers. Not sure about Travis Walker was his name. I can't even remember his name. Not sure about him and the Bout It stuff and Carmelo Hayes. There was a lot of new people. I like what they're doing with Braun. The whole show just feels like it's just changed. It just feels like we've gone feels like we were like, going down this dark, gritty path, and it feels like we've just switched it up and gone a different way. And now we've got a lot more of those kind of performance center people that we're seeing. We're seeing a lot more kind of new faces. It is a real injection of new faces on top of the breakout tournament that we had recently as well. So it's everything about this is new. It's a new direction. It's going to be people that are into it. It's going to be people that aren't. But I think, look, Von Wagner being in the main event, weird that they chuck him into that, but he's obviously someone we've heard they've got high hopes for. So Von Wagner looked all right in that main event. Braun at the start looked pretty good in that opening match. Creed brothers, as we know, look really, really good. I like Ivy Nile. I'm a big fan of Odyssey Jones. Like, the roster's kind of got me interested. There's people on this roster that I'm interested in. I want to see how some of these stories kind of play out. I liked it. Rick Steiner's son was a highlight. Looks like he could be a future champ. Well, I mean, look, he started the show and he ended by staring at Tommaso. And let's not forget, after all of that, what we've just said, they've just put the belt back on Tommaso Ciampa. So I'm going to agree with the chat. I think there's definitely things that I would change. But I enjoyed it. I don't think that's going to surprise people, because I was quite vocal about how I like this space, and how I like some of the new faces. I think what some of it comes down to as well is I'm watching NXT, and there's people that I really want to see more of. There's people that I'm into. I'm into them. They've got me hooked. A little bit like how people are into CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, Darby Allin, Jungle Boy, Chris Statlander, Orange Cassidy, and so as a result, like, they're really into AEW. I kind of feel that with NXT, it's got not maybe to that extent at the moment, but it's got a degree of that. Like, I want to see more of the Creed brothers. I want to see more of Ivy Nile. Them being with Roderick Strong and Suzuki, that now means that I want to see more of Diamond Mine as a whole. I really like Elektra Lopez. Like, seeing her go back and forth with B-Fab, I genuinely want to see that match now. So I'm into that. I love Odyssey Jones anyway. I love Zoe Stark anyway. I love Johnny anyway. It was great to see Austin Theory come back. I don't know if he's back full time. I don't know if this was a one-off. I don't know. But I want to see more of Austin Theory. And if he's back in NXT now, then brilliant. Tommaso obviously being champ's really, really cool. Braun, as we said, presented very well. Yeah, it was good. There was stuff here. Von Wagner. I don't like the name. I don't like his entrance music, but you can just look at him and go, yeah, there's something there. I mean, he towers over William Regal. He's like, there's something with him. So yeah, it's all of that I think is really positive. I really like this space that they're in. Yeah, good first show for me, but definitely things that I would want to change. When will Parker debut? Probably not for a while. I mean, you're talking about someone that doesn't have any professional wrestling experience. So, I mean, they've sorted his name out, but I mean, they're going to need to sort his name out for house shows, and they're going to need to sort out his entrance music and all this. But, I mean, I'm not expecting him till next year, but they might want to rush him because they know people are waiting for him. But I'd make people wait, because when he finally does come out, it's going to feel like a massive deal. Who do you find the most exciting to watch? If I had to watch someone, I would want to watch Zoe Stark. I think Zoe Stark's matches, I've yet to see a bad Zoe Stark match. So out of everyone, I'd want to watch Zoe Stark. But I mean, I kind of feel like Johnny is sort of the face of the company. He's had so many incredible matches. Johnny and Tommaso might even have been around the longest now, I'm not sure. They've been in it for a long time. And obviously they've got a big, history. And I kind of feel that those, they're always worth watching. Didn't Volta beat Tommaso? So that, Tommaso's champion now. So I wonder if we could get Volta getting a shot at the title. Like, you could definitely do that because he's beaten Tommaso. So you could build towards Volta getting a title opportunity. So you've definitely got some options, and I would be down for watching Braun against Tommaso as well. All feels a bit quick for Braun, but he is coming off his first win, and they might be booking like undefeated streak for him. Do you know what I mean? They might now give him a bit of a run, because he did manage to beat LA Knight, and that's a big win. That's a big win. So if he can beat LA Knight, you've got to think that he can beat people that are maybe lower down the totem pole. So it could be that we are going to see Braun get a bit of a win streak and then maybe get a shot at Tommaso's title. That could be fun. It does sound like a news show. I need to watch a replay. Yeah. Do you know, I mean, I would try and view it that way. I would try and view it as a bit of a news show. I think if you loved the gold and black and gold, and you loved the feel of the old show and everything, then I think you you will, like, miss all of that. But I don't think it should really overshadow what this show is. Do you know what I mean? I think this is still a very good show in its own right. But, yeah, I mean, the wedding is going to turn people off. You know, the wedding won't be to everyone's taste. But there was some good action there. You know, the crowd were chanting, "This is awesome." I don't think it got to that level, but the crowd were chanting, "This is awesome" for the women's tag match, for example. Casey and Kaden against Gigi and JC Jane. And then, of course, that ends up being like a 6-woman. We went from a tag team to a 6-woman tag. But, yeah, there was quite a bit to unpack here. I'm not saying this is a show that's going to blow your mind. It's the greatest thing I've ever seen. But I think it's pretty solid. I think it was pretty solid tonight. CCSYT said, successful wedding today. And a person saying, "I'm going to cash in," and actually cashing in. Don't call me crazy, but is WWE changing? Exarch says 8 out of 10. Sonny said, "It didn't totally suck." Hashtag NXT 2.0. The crowd noises were clearly piped in, says Pretz X. I wouldn't put that past Kevin Dunne, in all fairness. So, yeah, I can't say for certain that it wasn't. The Almighty Supreme said, "Who did LA Knight pee off backstage? That felt embarrassing, losing to Braun, getting the jobber entrance, then taking the pin in the title match." Well, maybe they'll be, I mean, yeah, maybe he did. Maybe they are going to do something with that, you know? Maybe they're kind of knocking him down to then build him back up or something, I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, it certainly hasn't been his week, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see if they make a story out of it, or if he has legitimately upset someone. We need Joe Gacy. Edward, shout out to you. 8 out of 10, says Alexa Bliss Gamer. Mark Clark says, "Don't forget Andre Chase." Yeah. When he stood up and got scared back down by Odyssey Jones. 7 says Shaquem. Can someone tell me if Carmelo is a heel? That's a heel and a face combined. A heel or a face. I don't know if attacking a heel is a heel thing or a double turn. Well, I don't quite know myself yet. I think it might just be that he's a bit of a tweener. Kind of, he's out for himself kind of a thing. I mean, he's attacked a heel, so it doesn't really make him a heel. But I kind of get the feeling that he won't think twice about attacking a face either. So I think he's sort of out for himself. I would have had Pete Dunne one, says Hype Man. Johnny says NXT is dead. Elite Squad said the wedding was amazing, 7.5. Legend Killer, shout out to you. CCSYT said -10 for Mandy losing her blonde. First cutting it, that was honestly enough, but this is now too much for me. I didn't like it, but I bet Cornette's... I bet Cornette. I'm not sure Cornette's going to love the wedding. I give it 6.5. I wasn't that impressed. Brony said, "Great stream." Well, look, I think we're done. I think we've said pretty much everything that needs to be said. Big news is that NXT has changed. We've got a new venue. We've got new faces. We've got a wedding where no one actually got attacked. And we've got a new champ in Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa and Goldie reunited again, so pretty big deal. And that's it. Don't forget, tomorrow we are back for AEW. I think I heard that CM Punk's on commentary, so we are back for AEW, and we're back for... Got football tomorrow as well. We've got more Champions League. So we've got Champions League on football days. We've got AEW on this channel. And I'm sure you'll see plenty of fallout in regards to NXT tonight. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. Be interesting to see what people have got to say. And I appreciate you joining us for this watch along. So, awesome, guys. If you liked it, brilliant. If you didn't, well, you know, maybe there's always next week. Maybe it'll be a bit better for you next week. So, appreciate the support, And I'll see you again next time. Bye for now.